Jesus. Take my moments and my days, let each breath that I take be ever only for you, oh God. Come on, lift it up. Oh, here I stand, arms open wide. Oh, I am yours, and you are mine. Oh, here I stand, arms open wide. Oh, I am yours, and you are mine.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Saturday to you, Cedric. Excited about today, and hopefully you are as well. Excited about what we have in front of us. And as you're coming on, definitely let me know you're here, and definitely grab a pen, a piece of paper, grab a pad, grab your favorite soft drink as we get locked in here. So good morning, Darren.
Good morning, sir.
And we'll get this thing rolling here in just a second. Hopefully everybody's on our, I think I got you the link there, right? And Ari got his, and we'll get rolling from there. All right? All right, man. I appreciate it. I haven't started sharing the screen yet, so we'll get rolling here in a second. I ain't ready to roll yet. All right. Definitely appreciate everybody jumping on, and I'm excited. Happy Saturday to you. And obviously this is our millionaire mentorship. This is part of Black Ops. I'm excited about our Super Saturdays and continuing the momentum that we have. I'm just excited about today, excited about life. As I sit here this morning, I definitely can remember when I couldn't even sit in a chair and be speaking to people from around the world. But I'm blessed and honored to be able to do it today and be able to do it in an environment that's really conducive to winning. And I'm so excited about our future as an organization, Black Ops, and the Millionaire Mentorship Group that we've assembled. Just excited about that. So I know we're a couple minutes just getting on people from around the world, and we'll give everybody a chance to get rolling, and then we'll go from there. But I'm excited. I'm really excited about today. I'm gonna be sharing. I'm gonna kind of cover a lot of ground, so I definitely grab a full-time pen. One of my old mentors told me, said I'd rather put my trust in a dull pencil than a sharp memory. Take good notes. Take notes like you're gonna have to teach this information tomorrow to your organization, and that way you'll absorb it. You absorb it, and you'll absorb it in a way that you want to share with everybody you come in contact with. So definitely excited about where we're going. And, happy Saturday to you. It's a blessing to be here. And, it's funny because there's so many people out there today that are probably working their jobs and working in situations that they don't want to be in. And we're grateful and honored to be able to do what we want to do from the comfort of our home. So this is definitely an exciting time to be able to do what we want to do. I got a bad echo. Okay, let's see here. Why do I have a bad echo? Why do I have a bad echo? Bad echo? Darren, do I have a bad echo?
I can't hear the echo.
Okay.
Maybe I have it set on. I don't know.
Might be on their end. Okay. All right. Somebody said we have an echo, but it must be on their end. So, all right. So just, really, I just kind of want to bring everybody up to speed and get rolling this morning. But, Saturdays is always a great time to bring people together. And, I remember when I was in corporate America, Saturdays was really was only the time I had a couple hours to really spend with my family. And then we were off church on Sunday and then back to the grind on Monday. But, one of the things I love about Saturdays in this industry is that we can separate ourselves from the masses on Saturday. Saturday is something I created a long time ago called Separation Saturday. and what I started doing is challenging a couple of my leaders, the core leadership group, to put 1 to 2 hours of work in on a Saturday. And what we found out is, as a group, we were able to start building some momentum. We started building some speed. We started building some velocity. We started building some continuity and some consistency in our business. And then that group grew from 2 people doing super separation Saturdays, then 5, then 10, then 15, then 30, then 50. And when it got to 100, that's when we really exploded as an organization, because we were doing what the rest of the organizations in that company weren't doing on Saturdays. We were separating ourselves. And it was amazing how we got out and really separated ourselves from the masses, not only in our company, but in the industry, because of Separation Saturdays. And that's why I love Super Saturdays so much, because it really gives you an indication of who really is engaged in what you're doing, who's really engaged in, taking their life and taking their business and taking their relationships to a whole nother level, because those are individuals that's going to do it consistently. And that was something that I loved and still do today, because it gives us an incredible thermostat, so to speak, and temperature on our business, and what's happening in our business is what happens on Saturday. And so we started doing the Separation Saturdays, where we get together and we would do calls, and we would do 3-ways, and we would work on our pitches, and we work on our 3-ways. We'd work on, building depth, and a lot of different things that we did as a leadership team that was critical for our success. And it went on to create an incredible environment. And I would just challenge you, as I kind of just dump some of the information from my head into your head to help you really grow yourself first, and then grow your business. Because if you grow yourself first, you'll grow your business. And that's what we're all about here at Black Ops, is taking people to a whole nother level with coaching, mentorship, the right marketing, showing you how to do it online, and doing it the right way, and get massive duplication. So you're not out there chasing your friends and your family and the people that you love and care about, getting crazy rejection. You can't buy any kind of high ticket items because you don't have any money. Just all the things that are painful in our business. That's what we teach against here at Black Ops. And I'm so excited that I was invited to be a part of the mentorship group with Ari and Darren. I love those guys, learn from them every single day. And we were able to come together and really check our egos, because we don't have any egos. And it's amazing when you have, 3 individuals that have had the success that we've had, be able to work together in an environment that's conducive and do it in a way that's harmonic, that we can help our teams and the people that we love and care about win. So definitely grateful for that, grateful for the camaraderie and the culture that we create. You hear me talk about culture some today as well. But as I get this thing moving, I'm going to get into the mindset thing first, because I think if your mind is right, then you can go out and do great things. But if your head and your heart is not in the right place, you're not going to get the results that you desire to get. And what I found out in my 26 years of building in this industry, I'm gonna try to make sure this light is, seems like the light is jumping in and out, and I want it to be in. There's a couple different things that I want to talk about this morning that are very critical for us to have the success that we desire to have. And the first thing that I want to talk about is that most people never ever focus. They never ever focus. They never can get focused long enough to create what they want to create. They can't stay focused. They can't even get focused to stay focused. They can't even get focused to stay focused. You know, so it's amazing when I hear that, well, they gotta stay focused. They can't even get focused to stay focused. You gotta get focused first to stay focused. So if you don't have the ability to get yourself in a focused mode, focused mentality, how can you stay focused? You can't. You absolutely can't. You can't. Everyone say, oh, they can't stay focused. They can't get focused to stay focused. And that was one of the things I hear people teaching on the internet and in business is, you know, your ability to stay focused. No, your ability to get focused is first. Your ability to get focused is first. That's number one. And then number two, to stay focused. And I'm gonna talk about these two things first before I get into building your leadership and anchoring your teams and some of the things I want to cover today on the Super Saturday. But this is critical because it's amazing how many people out there really believe that they're focused and they never got focused. They never was able to get focused to stay focused. Now, when I first understood this, I said, you know what? You're right. Most people, they don't even know how to get focused, so they have the ability to stay focused. So how can they win? Can't. Absolutely can't win without the ability to get focused. And that's where I'm going to focus first this morning on is because if you do not know how to get focused, you can't stay focused long enough to get your goals and dreams accomplished. It's impossible. It's impossible to do that, okay? It's impossible to do that. I'm trying to get more light in here, guys, and hopefully this is not cooperating with me. But I want you to understand this. There's 4 things that stop most people from winning. There's 4 things, okay? And I'm going to talk about them. And let me back up a second here, because I want to share a story with you because I know the stories will resonate and you'll remember those stories. A few years ago, I met with a super successful person. Hold on a second. Is that better? No, still isn't. Okay. I met with a super mega wealthy, successful person. And that conversation was a very, very impactful conversation that we had. And that conversation went something like this. He said, Cedric, he said, most people can never get focused because they don't know how to get focused. I said, okay, I get that. He said, let me ask you a question. I said, okay. He said, have you ever identified the one thing that you can't live without? Have you ever identified that one thing that you can't afford not to get accomplished
in your life? Have you ever identified with that one thing? The one thing that you have to have out of your life, the one thing that you want to get accomplished, that you must get accomplished for your family to go on and create an incredible legacy. What is that one thing? Have you ever identified what that one thing is that you have to have, that you can't live without? And I sat back and I absorbed it. And I said, no, not the one thing. I mean, maybe two or three. He said, no, I want you to focus in on the one thing that you can't afford not to have, not to acquire, not to become, not to have. The one thing in your life that you have to get accomplished for your family. What is that one thing? And we went on to have that conversation. And what I found out with myself first is that most people never, ever focus enough on the one thing that they want to get accomplished in their life. They never identify what it is, so they never can get focused to stay focused. So my assignment before we get started, anything else this morning, is we have to identify what that one thing is that we have to have. The one thing. What is it? What is it? What is it? What's the one thing that you gotta have? See, most of us got all this, we got this list of all this stuff we want to get accomplished. It's too big, it's overwhelming. We never get focused. We never, ever get focused. And I guarantee you, if you talk to Ari, you talk to Darren, they got one thing that they weren't willing to live without. I guarantee it. You sit down with them, you have a cup of coffee with them, I guarantee you they start sharing with you. There's one thing in their life that they got laser focused in on, ladies and gentlemen, and they locked in on it. And once they locked in on it, then they have the ability to stay focused. Any ultra mega successful pinnacle leader, I don't care what background, what lifestyle, those individuals have the ability to lock in on the one thing that they want. And they focus everything around them on getting it done. Once I understood this, I knew how to stay focused because I knew how to get focused. Once you learn how to get focused, you can stay focused. Most people can't stay focused because they can't get focused. I hope y'all are with me this morning because this is critical. This is critical. Before we can teach you anything, before we can share anything, you have to understand that if you can't get focused, you can't win. You can't get focused, you can't win. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me just share something with you. Your first assignment from this Super Saturday is this. What is the one thing? What is the one thing that you can't afford to live without? What is it? What is it? What is it? See, if we never identify what it is, we can't focus. We can't stay focused. And once I was able to understand this, that's when it happened. That's when I got laser focused. That's when I got laser committed. That's when I didn't take no more excuses. Because I knew then what I had to get accomplished, ladies and gentlemen. I knew what was in front of me. See, there's 4 things that stop us from focusing. 4. I'm going to talk about those 4 things. 4 things that stop us from staying focused. Number 1. You ready? Here we go. You don't know how to say no. You can't say no. You can't say no. You don't have the ability to tell people no. My grandmother taught me something. She said, boy, the most powerful word you'll ever learn is no. No. No, no, no. See, the power of no activates my yes. The power of no activates my yes. I'm saying, no, I'm not willing to do that. I'm saying yes to what that number 1 thing is that I can't afford to not get accomplished. I'm saying, no, I'm not willing to go over here. I'm saying yes to what I want, what I'm going after. You have to say no, ladies and gentlemen. You'll never, ever get where you want. You never get focused. And you have to understand the power of no. No, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not going there. No, I'm not saying that. No, no, no. The inability to say no stops most people from getting focused and staying focused. No. 4 things that stop people from staying and getting focused. Number 1, you don't know how to say no. You got to learn how to say no. No! I'm not willing to do that. Number 2. See, when people, we think we got to try to please all these people. So when we tell them no, the second piece of this is we fear chaos. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. There's always going to be chaos in your life. There's always going to be some sickness. There's always going to be some ups and downs. There's never going to be a great time to get wealthy. Getting wealthy is inconvenient. Please understand it. The more chaos, the more breakthrough. The more chaos, the more breakthrough. See, you're scared of chaos, so that stops you from getting focused. I know when I say no to something else, chaos is coming. That's part of it. That's part of what we do. That's Murphy's committee coming after us because we made a commitment to say we're not going over there, we're going over here. Chaos is coming. Chaos is coming. That's the second reason why people can't stay focused. They fear chaos. They want their life to be harmonic. They want to be smooth, no drama. It doesn't work that way. Success brings drama. Success brings ups and downs. Success does that, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it is. That's what it is. So why do we get in this mindset that life, for us to get wealthy, everything has to be right? well, I got some things that I got to move off my plate. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have a platter in a minute. Your plate's going to turn into a platter. And then the more success you have, it's going to be a buffet of chaos. Understand it. Embrace it. It's coming. Chaos is coming. You can't escape it. When you say no to being average, no to no this, yes to this, it's coming. The fear of chaos, ladies and gentlemen, you can't fear it. If you fear it, you won't focus. I hope you guys are following me this morning, because this is big for this right here. This ain't right. You can't go build anything. Online, offline, underline, below line, I don't care what line it is. This here ain't right and this here ain't right. You can't do anything. We can't teach you anything in Black Ops until this and this is right. And that's why I'm focusing on it this morning. How to get focused and stay focused. So we can teach you what you need to know to go build a 7-figure business. Online, offline, traditional business, non-traditional business. If you follow what we teach, you will win. Not some of it, not a sprinkle of it, not a twinkle of it, all of it. And I hope you guys are with me this morning, because I'm talking to somebody. I'm coming through the screen. I'm shaking you up. That's what great leaders do. That's what great mentors do. We don't tell you what you want to hear. We tell you what you need to hear when you need to hear it. Chaos. You fear it. I know it's coming. It's part of who we are. When we set our sail on success, we know chaos is coming, ladies and gentlemen. It is what it is. It is what it is. But we got this mentality that everything just has to be so perfect for us to get wealthy. And we can't stay focused. We'll never get focused. We'll never stay focused. Just that simple. The third reason you can't focus: poor health. Poor health. How can you focus on building when your health is deteriorating, when you're falling apart? You don't take care of yourself. You're not on supplements. You're not walking. You're not meditating. You're not reading. And I'm talking about poor health. I'm not talking just physical health. I'm talking mental health. They go together. Physical and mental go together. Physical, mental, spiritual, financial health. Those are health, poor health. You can't focus because your health side of your life is in shambles. You can't get focused. Four things to stop people from getting focused and staying focused. That's why we're talking about them on the front end of this today. As we go into the next hour or so in the material, you got to be ready for it. We can teach you every skill that you need, but if you're not ready to absorb it, ladies and gentlemen, it's just a bunch of rhetoric. It means nothing because you're not ready for it yet. So as I share this morning, get focused, stay focused on the one thing that you're not willing to live without. You got to get it. Number one, you can't say no. You scared to say no to people. Everything's yeah. No, the power of life, the most powerful word in our vernacular is no. When I activate and say no, I'm activating my yes. Number two, because you fear chaos. You can't focus because you fear chaos, ladies and gentlemen. Number three, poor health, mental health, physical health, spiritual health, financial health. You're not working on yourself. You can't get focused. You can't stay focused. And the fourth one is the biggest one. And then we're going to get into some material. Your environment sucks. your environment is not conducive to you staying focused or getting focused. One of our mentors said, Cedric, you say you want to be a millionaire. Tell me what's millionaire like in your environment. Tell me what's millionaire like in your environment. Show me. He said, everything around you is busted up, broken, disgusted, deteriorated, fragile. That's not a millionaire environment. But you want to be a millionaire. But your environment says broken focus. Everything around me says scarcity, poverty. But how can I win? I can't. Your environment, you're conducive to the environment that you live in. Your environment sucks, you suck. I'm just going to keep it real. Your environment that sucks, guess what? You suck. And I don't really care who likes what I'm saying, because I don't care if you like it. But you'll love it later when it helps you grow to the levels you want to grow to. Your environment, tell me about that environment. Please, show me. He told me, he said, show me how you're going to win in this environment. You got to get out of this environment. Everybody in your environment is robbing Peter to pay Paul. So what makes you different? Everything in your environment tells me broke. It shows me broke. It's deteriorated. Your mentality's whacked. You're whacked. But you want to be a millionaire. I wasn't laughing then. I was pissed off. But he was right. See, I remember activating my yeah. I remember activating. When I said no to staying in that environment, I activated my yes to become a millionaire. Y'all not getting this, man. Is everybody with me? Are y'all with me? Darren, are you with me? Are they getting this, man? Are they getting this morning? I'm trying to bring, are they getting it, brother? Please, are they getting this?
They're getting it.
I mean, because I'm about to rip this thing, man. I mean, they understand what we got here? Do they understand who they got working with them? Do they? They understand three of the best of the best, man. Do they?
Absolutely they do, bro. Absolutely.
You better get with them. I'm just telling you. How can you be successful when your environment is a trash dump? I remember he came to my house. I had all kinds of sports. He said, them people got money. They're wealthy already, Cedric. That ain't going to get you where you want to go. I said, yeah, you're right. Our environment, is it millionaire? Is it millionaire-like? Does it have the ability to get you focused and stay focused? If it doesn't, you better change it. These are the four mental thieves. These are the four things that stop us from getting focused and staying focused. Here they are right here. I'm laying them out for you. 30 years of experience with them. I'm telling you. Dan will tell you. Ari will tell you. They'll tell you the same thing. Might not say it exactly the way I'm saying it, but it's the same thing. Why would I even be in a mentorship if I'm not coachable? You can learn from the mistakes that we made so you can accelerate your success. So you don't make the same pitfalls and stuff that we did as young entrepreneurs. That's what it takes. Focus. Black Ops, we can teach you, believe me, we got some of the best that can teach you anything. But if you can't stay focused and get focused long enough to learn it, to absorb it, you don't need to be in the class. You're just wasting your money. And we don't want you to waste your money or your time or your energy or your resources. That's not who we are. We're a value-driven, integrous organization that build people up. That's what we do. We're building champions. We're building empire. One piece at a time. And these Super Saturdays are building blocks. You know what? It's funny because I remember I used to charge people $3,000 or $4,000 for this. $3,000 or $4,000, they pay it because they know the value of it. We got people ain't even on here today. Something came up because you know why? They don't get it. They couldn't say no. They feared the chaos, poor health. The environment wasn't conducive. So they're not here because there are going to be casualties at war. There'll be casualties. We're the Terminator. Where's Sarah Connor? Where's she at? See, too many of us go through life with this, man, I'm a killer. I'm a killer for success. I'm passionate for it. I'm obsessed with it. We're obsessed in Black Ops with helping people win. We don't care what these naysayers say. Most of them, 99.9% of them, never made $1 in their life. Online, offline, underline, below line. We don't care what line. I tell them every day, pull your documentation out. Where's it at? Put it on the table. I'll put my 2 business partners' documentation and mine up against anybody in the world. Pull it out. Let's get it out. Pull it on the table. 1099s don't lie. Pull them out. Let's get them out on the table. And you tell me who got more commas. You tell me. We got proven systems. We ain't trying to figure it out. We ain't trying to work it out. We ain't doing experiments, ladies and gentlemen. We know it works. We know how to build organizations. Online, offline, traditional business, non-traditional business, it doesn't matter. Business is business, if you understand. So those 4 things are critical as we move forward in our teachings, in our coaching, in our mentorship. Because you got to stay focused to get it. So now I'm going to get into some things and share a couple of things with you about culture, leadership. But it's important that you have to get focused on the one thing. On that one thing, man, that you got to have, that you can't live without. What is it? Success, wealth. Man, I didn't want my family living paycheck to paycheck anymore. I remember one time when I filled my gas up, my net worth was what I had in the gas tank. That's not good. But I was on a mission to fix it. Still today, I'm on a mission. And I didn't get accomplished what I want to get accomplished. I'm on a journey. And I don't care, nothing's going to stop it. See, y'all let any little thing stop it. The weather, the day of the week, whatever. It's good. The weather's getting, I don't care how bad the weather is. You got money, you can fly to a shelter. The tornado's coming. We're under watch. So what? Get on a private jet and fly away from it. That's our mentality. Have more, become more. Share more, sow more, give more. We're on a mission over here, man. We're gonna take hundreds of thousands of people's household and change it. Right here, right in Black Ops. We got some of the best mentorship in the world. If you plug into it. Well, they said, $1,200? Yes, ma'am, $1,200. You pay $1,200 for shoes you can't even wear anymore. You got a whole closet worth of $1,200 dresses that when you bought them, they were too small. Let's be real. I got belts that cost $1,200. I can't even fit anymore. But when it's time to feed our health, you heard me talk about it, we question it. And if you question helping yourself, you'll get questionable results for the rest of your life. It is what it is. Because that environment, once again, that 4th piece, your environment is not conducive to getting you focused and keeping you focused. It's not a millionaire type environment. And once I understood that, that's when things started happening for me. That's when they started happening for me. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna pull some slides up here. I think I am. Just bear with me.
We'll see. If I don't, just hang in there with me. We'll figure it out together. And I'm going to share something because I'm going to give you some inside stuff. I'm going to give you some stuff that I use to team build and anchor my team, because we're all into building our teams. We're all into building our teams. And if you don't know how to build one and anchor one, you won't have one very long. So I'm going to focus the rest of my time on 12 insider secrets of team building and anchoring your team. Anchoring your team that I've learned over the last 26 years of relationship marketing and building big businesses. I'm going to share them. First thing is, you got to be different. Who wants to be with the average Joe doing the average things that don't get results? See, what I found out is this. Find out what everybody else is doing and do it different. Because most of the things that everybody is doing is wrong. I don't want to be wrong. I want to be wealthy. Be different. See, we do things different in Black Ops. That's why we get the results that we're getting. It has nothing to do with where you grew up. It has nothing to do with where your background is. It has everything to do with what we're teaching you. See, the 97% are being taught the wrong things, ladies and gentlemen. That's why they're getting the wrong results in their business. We're giving you the real secret sauce to take you where you need to go. Be different. Don't be average. Don't go with the flow. Be different. Be different. First secret. It's a big one. Man, I always give recognition. I always give recognition. I mean, to this day, I can go and pull out stuff that I earned when I first got involved in the industry or in sports. Trophy when I was in Major League Football and baseball, in Little League Baseball and Pony League, in high school, in college, professional rank. Those t-shirts, those hats, those awards, I cherish them. People want to be recognized. When you recognize people, ladies and gentlemen, you're activating something in them. You're activating belief. You're activating their passion. You're giving them hope when you recognize them. Everybody wants to belong, man. Celebrate people. Every little thing they do, I celebrate them. Hey, great three-way call. Hey, great post. Great follow-up. Great testimony. Hey, I see your energy is great. See, I'm always trying to find a way to recognize. I want to champion my leaders. I want to champion my team. Everybody wants to belong, ladies and gentlemen. People want to be included. They want to be a part of a movement, a mission. They're going to tell you, we were in a nutrition company, the culture I created in my organization was unpenetratable. You couldn't penetrate it. We all ran the same play. Just like playing ball, our quarterback got up under the center. We ran the audible, but everybody was running the same audible. We knew what the defense was trying to do to us. We knew how we were going to attack it. That's the same way your culture has to be. Our culture was more faith, more family, more prosperity. That's what we lived. That's what we died. That's what we breathed. That was a lifestyle. That was a culture. That was a way we did business, ladies and gentlemen. And we recognize people doing it. People want to belong. We celebrated them. T-shirts, hats, contests, pins, dinners, team outings.
We recognized social proof, success stories, testimonies. Ride in my shoe days where I would bring them to my house and they would hang out with me for the day and get coached and mentored one-on-one with me, where they would go to lunch with me or dinner with me. Recognition is a secret. But most people think it's the money. It's no, the recognition comes before the money. If you recognize the right individuals, they'll go run and do the business. You build people, they'll build the business. Always give recognition. Get off of yourself and get on somebody else's horse. Get off of your horse and get on their horse. My old mentor said, I'd rather be an average jockey on the best horse, or I don't want to be the best jockey on an average horse. Teach people that. Horseback riding, recognition, teaching, inspiring, building people up. Number one secret. Celebrate your people, but if you're disengaged, you don't answer your phone, you can't be found, you're nowhere to be around. You're what I call a closet leader, or ego, or ego type leader. You'll never recognize anybody else because it's all about you. People don't want to be a part of that. Always recognition, man. Always giving recognition. I had a shirt for everything. I remember my family said, man, you got more shirts on top of shirts? Yeah. Builds culture, builds team, builds togetherness, it builds family. We're going to bleed together. We're going to die together. We're going to cry together. We're going to build together. We're going to earn together. We're going to sow together. Inside secret. Always give recognition. People want to belong. Everybody celebrate them. Small steps. They lead to big steps. You got enough people taking small steps, the big steps will come. Big steps will come. Number two, man, when I hear people say, my team ain't doing anything, because you're not. It's real simple. You're not. Inspire my team with my actions, man. I'm not going to ask somebody to do something that I'm not willing to do. That I'm not willing to do. Inspire through actions. Taking action. My old coach said, he said, if you're going to make a mistake, make it go 300 miles an hour. I can live with that. I said, yes, sir. If you're going to get a penalty, take the guy's head off. You're going to get a penalty. I can deal with that. We inspire our teams with our action, ladies and gentlemen, by being action takers. Not getting ready to get ready, and they got to meditate to the left and the right, and they got to wait till a certain day comes up. Man, take action. If not, action will be taken on you. You take enough action, you'll never have to worry about motivating your team again. And you can't motivate them anyway. You can inspire them. Motivation comes from within. Inspiration comes externally. By our actions, we can inspire. By our actions. See, because I'm hungry, I'm hustle, I'm humble, and I'm definitely going to help. I'm hungry. I'm hungry for success. I'm hustling. I'm humble. And I'm always continue to give them hope. They're going to see it. They're going to see I'm hungry. They're going to see I'm hustling. They're going to see I'm humble. They're going to see that I give them hope as a leader. There's times me and Orion and Darren were on the phone at 4 a.m. Eastern time. I'm still there, locked in. I'm hungry, I'm hustling, I'm humble. They're never going to question how hungry and how if I'm hustling. They'll never question that. Sick, well, in between, I'm there. Because I made a commitment. Inspire my team with my actions, not with a bunch of words. Action, moving, growing. It's important. Inspire my team with my actions. Never going to ask them to do something that I'm not willing to do. I remember when I was in the hospital, first thing I asked for when I woke, I need my phone. I got conference calls. I'm on, so you can't get on a conference. I need my phone. My team's going to know that I'm still hungry and I'm still hustling and I'm still humble and I'm still going after it. People thought I was crazy. People want to be led with leaders that's willing to go through the fire with them. That's what they want. The secret is out. I'm giving them to you. But will you take them and take action with them? Hungry. Does your team see the hunger in your eyes? Do they see the hustle in your feet? Do they see the humility in your voice? Do they see the hope in your eyes? Do they see it? That's what I'm talking about, great leaders. They see it. Your team sees that you're hungry, man. You're hungry to help them win. You'll hustle to help them win. You're so humble to help them get what they want. You'll give them hope to get it done. That's the leaders I want to be with. Who wish they would have had 1,000 people on here hearing this thing? Who wish they had their whole team on here? Who wish they had their whole family on here? Who wish they had their whole organization on here hearing what I'm saying this morning? It's everybody, man, I'm going to take these slides. Man, listen, Darren, they hear this, man?
They're hearing it, brother. They're hearing it.
Inside number 3. This is a big one. Be a sponsor, man. Not a recruiter. We don't need no more recruiters. We build sponsors in Black Ops. We build sponsors. We don't want no recruiters. We don't want to get, when you recruit people, you recruit them against their will. We don't want people here who don't want to be here. We don't embellish. We don't lie. We don't make up. We don't craft. We do it the right way. Be a sponsor, man. I don't need you beating me over my head. I don't care what you made. I care about how many people you showed how to make what you made. That's a sponsor. Don't show me your slide. Could care less about your damn slide. How many students do you have on slides? How many people's life did you change? How many people did you get from being broke, busted, disgusted to where they need to go? Where they at? We built sponsors over here. I don't want to be recruited in anything. Recruited? Man, I don't want to be recruited. I want a sponsor. I want somebody who's going to be there with me. I want somebody who's going to build me up. I want somebody who's going to love me when I don't even deserve to be loved. I want somebody to give me hope when I gave up hope. That's what I want. And sometimes your sponsor ain't your sponsor. Man, I'm going to leave it at that. I ain't never had a great sponsor. I had to go seek a sponsor. I ain't never had a great sponsor. I made $17 million in this industry. You know what I did? I found somebody that I trusted and loved that was doing what I wanted to do, and I adopted them as my sponsor. I adopted them. I went and found them. I seeked them out. I wasn't waiting to be sponsored. I found me one. I found one of the best in the world to teach me how to do this the right way. The beauty of the Black Ops is you got 3 guys that's want to teach you that are doing it, have done it, is continue to do it. And we got people they won't even follow. They just won't follow. Hard-headed. They want to recruit people. We don't recruit, ladies and gentlemen. We sponsor. We don't need to shame people. We don't beat people over the head. We remind them why they got started. Why'd you get started? I got started because I was broke. I was tired of being broke. I got tired of living paycheck to paycheck. I got tired of working 60, 70, 80 hours every day, every week. I got tired of being broke on the 16th of the month when I got paid on the 15th. I got tired of playing the game beat the bank. I got tired of that. See, great sponsors help visualize the benefits. They paint the picture. They paint the vision. Great sponsors know how to paint a vision, ladies and gentlemen. They paint the future. With your paintbrushes and your favorite colors. That's what great sponsors do. We put the canvas out there. We give you ability to paint that picture. We paint a big picture, and then we let you be creative inside of it. That's what great sponsors do. We teach people how to streak when they slump. That's a whole nother training I'm gonna do. See, I don't ever get excited about anybody until they go in a slump and come out. Then I know I got a real leader. That's when I know I got a real bona fide leader that'll go to war with me. When they go through a slump and they come out, that's when I know. That's a leader right there. See, great sponsors know when someone's going through a slump, they know how to help them streak to get out of it. Everybody's going to go through self-doubt. Everybody's going to go through, I don't see this working for me. Everybody. But we just have the ability to get out faster than you because we know how to get ourselves out of it. We get their why. We help them understand. We know. See, once you figure out why, that one thing that you want to live, you can't live without. You'll figure out how it's going to get done. Most of us never figure out what we want yet, though. We can't take you somewhere that you're not willing to go. We don't even know where you want to go. See, great sponsors, what we do, find out what you want. And then we navigate you through this boulevard called prosperity, called abundance, called faith, called unshakable faith, called passion, called process. And we show you how to get it done. That's what great sponsors do. That's why, see, when people say, well, I got to think about if I'm going to join Black Ops. No, we got to think about if we want you in this group. We just don't let anybody in. We don't want average thinkers. We want abundant thinkers, ladies and gentlemen. They said, well, they said, well, I don't have to think about it. No, I got to think about it if you're the type of person I want to work with. So I'll get back to you. Don't call me, I'll call you. Let me think about it. 20 minutes later, she was texting me. Have you thought about it yet? No, I'm still thinking. See, we have value here, ladies and gentlemen. Quick clipping coupons. Pay the full price. Pay the full price. You get what you pay for. Get what you pay for. Inside 4. This is a big one, ladies and gentlemen. We need a break. Y'all with me? We've been an hour. Is everybody with me still? Hold on a second. Let me take this thing down, man. I got to make sure these people's with me, man. I got to make sure these folks are with me there. I got to make sure everybody's with me here, man. Is everybody still with me? Is everybody, you see my eyes? Probably said, this dude's crazy. Darren, you there?
I'm here, bro. I'm here, bro.
All right. I want to make sure these people's getting something of value when we come on these Super Saturdays, man.
Oh, yeah.
They can't walk away saying we ain't giving no value, right, brother?
That's exactly right.
Man, listen. I want y'all to see my eyes. I want to take them slides down because I want you to understand that we're serious about what we're doing over here. We're serious about changing lives. This ain't it. We're in a game of success over here. We're building leaders. An army of them. Please understand that. And if you have the opportunity and the privilege to work with us, don't take it lightly. Because I don't know how much longer I'm going to be doing this. I'm sure Darren and Ari don't think they're going to do this for the next 20. I'm telling you right now. That's why I'm preparing this material, because I don't know when. Every day is a new day. Action. See, I want y'all to understand, the environment and the community that we have here is nothing like I've ever seen. And it's exploding. And you got a chance to be a part of it. Am I putting y'all to sleep? If I am I putting you to sleep? This dude's crazy. But I'm just saying this, as a friend, as a mentor, we're sharing with you what works and what duplicates and what's going to create the wealth that you desire to have. That's what it's going to do. And I was getting ready to get into the secret of online and offline. And see, this has always been a tussle from a lot of people. Well, you know, I just don't want to talk to people. Let me tell you something. If you don't want to talk to people, you're not going to make it online, offline, no line, underline, above line. You're not online. You're done. People got this conception that they can go online and make millions of dollars and not talk to people. You're absolutely false. That's a lie. Matter of fact, you're going to talk more to people online than you will offline. Because see, our goal is to meet them online, build a rapport, take them offline, take them back online to see our information. That's what we do. I don't want to talk to nobody though. I don't want to talk to them. I don't want to talk. I just don't like people. Get out of life. Go to Mars. It's not going to work for you. It's not. You're done. Quit. Taco Bell's hiring. Go back here because it ain't going to work for you. Here or anywhere. I'm just telling you, just being real with you. You're going to have to talk to some people. Online, offline. And I tell people, all you have to do is have confidence and courage to have about 10 or 15 conversations a day for about 30 seconds. And we know what the answers are. It's like a test or an open book. We got the answers. We know what the pain points are. We know what they are. So we're just asking questions to surface that pain. We want people to feel that pain that they're already feeling. It's excruciating. It's called no money. It's called broke. It's called chasing their friends and family. It's called getting rejected. It's called trying to go out and pay for stuff that you can't afford to pay for because you ain't got no money. It's called no duplication. It's called people quitting fast and they're coming in, they're going out. We teach to stop all that. Pleasure. Your business should have, it should be a pleasurable environment. It shouldn't be a painful one. We have fun over here. Why? Because what we teach works and people getting results. And when you're getting results, it's fun when you pop $1,000 commissions like popcorn. Pop, 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 pop. You hear that? I told somebody that. You hear that right there? That's $1,000. Do you hear that? Okay, good. That's $1,000 commission. Most people make not $1,000 in their whole career in network marketing or online marketing. We got people popping like popcorn. I went to Purdue. One of the famous alumni was Orville Redenbacher. I wish he was still living. I'd have to tell him to get on here and pop some popcorn. That's how fast we're popping commission. Pop, 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 pop. You hear it? Do you hear that right there? That's a commission. Pop. All right, let me get back to these slides. But I want you to understand, ladies and gentlemen, that you have to integrate online, offline marketing. You have to have a good balance. You have to have a good balance in your business. Online as well as offline marketing come together in 2017 and beyond. High touch. High touch is when we build a culture that we work together, we feel each other, we go to, and that's why we're getting ready to start doing some live events in Black Ops. Not online, but live. All the way live. Because we want to feel you. We want you to feel our passion. We want you to look us in the eyes. We want you to borrow our belief and our confidence. But you can't do that unless I'm touching you. See, high touch means I'm engaged in the human dynamics of our business. High tech, that's the technical side. That's the online marketing side. That's the saying the right things to get the right engagement and using them to create the leads, the hot leads that we do and how we teach you. Because we know most people don't know what they're doing. They can't get leads, and when they do have leads, they don't know what to say to get them closed anyway. They don't know what they're doing. Cash flow and leads, those two things you got to have to be successful. In any business, you show me a broken business, you show me a business with no leads, no cash flow. High speed. See, the internet creates high speed. Look, I got people here from Australia, New Zealand, Canada, Florida, California, New York, Georgia, wherever they're at. High speed. We can immediately put them on the internet, high speed. Low drag. That means we ain't got to drag a lot of stuff behind us. We're a high speed, low drag business. See, before, I used to have to give say, hey man, do me a favor. Hey, you want to lose weight? Yeah, I want to lose weight. All right, you got to drink this right here 3 times a day. I'm still drinking. Looking at the scale. I don't see it yet. I don't see it. I don't see it. See, that's a low drag. Means that I got all these pieces behind me that have to come in order and synergistically fit together for them to have a result. And most people never have that type of result. So they don't have enough belief in what they're doing and courage to go out and cross the line to expose people. We don't have that issue. We're a high touch, high tech, high speed, low drag model. That's one of the secrets to 7-figure earners. High touch, high tech, high speed, low drag. We're not dragging a bunch of dead bodies and pieces of stuff that don't work with us. We know what creates duplication, and it's high touch, high tech, high speed, low drag. High touch, high tech, high speed, low drag. We're not dragging a bunch of pieces that don't fit together, ladies and gentlemen. That's one of the secrets. Once I understood it, I said, okay, now I get it. I'm building a brand online. What's your brand stand for? That's a whole other training we'll do. I got a couple emails the other day said, Mr. Pitt, I didn't get access to your power prospecting product that I bought yet. I said, ladies and gentlemen, do you really understand that I don't just give people content just because they pay me money for it? That's not what I do. That product will be a live event for those individuals that purchased it, because I'm going to give you everything that I got. I'm going to take 26 years, $17 million of earnings, and I'm going to show you how to power prospect live, and then we're going to record it, then you can have it. I'm not going to just put a bunch of crap on a piece of paper and give you an email address and link you to it. That's not what I do. That's not what we do in Black Ops. That's not what we stand for. I couldn't sleep with myself if I just got on a recorder and just monotonely gave you a bunch of nothing and you paid for it. That's not what I do. So please don't email me and say, am I getting access to it yet? Yeah, it's going to be a live training. I'll let you know when it is. Everybody that bought it will be on it. It'll be recorded and you'll have it forever because it's going to be interactive. I want to walk you through step by step. I don't want to give you a cookie cutter thing what the rest of the world gives you and charges you out the kazoo for it that doesn't work. That's not what we do. So please don't email me with that anymore because I'm not going to give it to you. It's not what I do. I'm going to set for 3 hours of time. I'll let you know. You'll get an email from my assistant. She'll tell you when it is. You'll show up. We'll be live in an environment just like this. And I'm going to walk you through what power prospecting is. And you can take notes and you can ask me questions. It'll be recorded and you'll have it forever. Now you got something that you can learn from. That'll be a pillar in your library that you can go build a business on. Not a bunch of dumb stuff that doesn't work just to push out products. That's not what we do. Please understand it. It's coming soon. Beginning of the week, you'll know exactly when it is, what time, where to be. The books will be going out. I'll be signing them. Your 1 hour for the first 7 people that joined it will get your 1 hour coaching session with me. You will get it. You will get it. It's coming soon. I want to make sure that you get your time like we promised, and it'll be high quality and big value like we always do. Number 5, build leaders. Building leaders. I'll say it again. Building leaders. Build leaders.
Build leaders. Ladies and gentlemen, you'll never build leaders if you think you're the only leader. I'm going to say that. There's leaders in your organization. Don't overlook the talent in your organization. Don't try to be the deal all the time. Let somebody else be the deal. Point, read, tell their story. Point, read, and tell their story. Get off your horse. Get on somebody else's horse. Dig deep for the people that got the fire in their belly. You see it in their eyes, man. I can see when people. I see it when it clicks for them. The click factor. I see it. I feel it. Quit trying to be the deal, man. Create some other deals. Look down in your group and your talent. There's talented people down there, but most leaders that have any kind of it. See, the problem with a little success is the key word, little. Oh man, when people have a little success that goes to their head, they forget all about everybody else. That's when you want to focus down your organization. Put the light on them. Build other leaders. See, when you build other leaders, your organization is being built on a solid foundation. See, I'm digging deep for people that got fire in their belly. Find the talents, invest in your time with those people. Find the people that got those talents and dig down there. Dip and rip down in your organization. See, I'm dipping down in my organization looking for talent, and I'm ripping them up to the top to work with the key leaders, to build leaders. I'm dipping and I'm ripping them up. I'm going down there. I'm cultivating. Who they at? Where they at? I'm looking for the seeds growing. Where they at? Where's the water at? Where's the right sun? Where's the right oxygen? Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Bam! There it is right there. I'm going to work. Y'all don't get it. I got my eyes open. I got my ears open. I'm listening for vibration. I'm watching for body language. I'm watching for right energy, right results, right duplicate. That's where it is. I'm going over here. I'm going over here. Pour gasoline on it. I'm going to burn it from the bottom. Bam, I'm going right over here. Build leaders. I'm dipping down and ripping them up. Boom, I'm working directly with them. Create major duplication. Then I go down and build another organization. Bam, digging down deep, ripping, dipping, ripping, dipping, ripping, looking for talent. Not just me. I don't want to be the deal. I want 30 other deals. Now I got 30 big deals. Little steps become big steps. Y'all with me? Y'all getting this? You know what, Darren? Maybe we should not do these Super Saturdays anymore because maybe these folks ain't getting it. What you think? I don't know. We'll reevaluate here.
They're getting it, brother. They're taking notes.
Dipping and ripping, man. Number 6. We got a proven retention system. So I know how to keep people in my business.
Hey, Cedric, you're maybe you're too far away from your modem because your screen's not showing right now.
It's not?
No. Just
all right, not now either?
Nope.
All right, well, let's take this thing down. Let me see. Stop sharing.
Okay. Try sharing again. See if it works.
All right. You back there?
Just put your
huh?
Yeah, just put your PowerPoint. Yeah, you got it now. You got it. Okay, there you go.
So, man, listen, I ain't all that technical savvy with all this, man, but I'm just telling you, listen to my voice. Don't worry about the slides. Take what I'm telling you and apply it. But what I'm pointing is, we got to teach them proven document retention system. See, you're not the master trainer. You got 3 master trainers, Ari, Darren, and myself. Bring them to us. Let us train them and create you a massive organization. Everybody want to be the deal. Don't be the deal. I want to be the guy beside the deal carrying the money bag. That's what I want to be. You got to crawl before you walk, and you got to walk before you run. Net, work, net, bring them in, fish with a net, bring them into us, and let us build them for you. As you grow, they grow, your business grows, your check grows, your brand grows, your legacy grows. Do y'all get it? Your business should go with or without you. We teach duplication. You get in part of Black Ops, you get a turnkey operation, man. Turnkey operation. But most people don't want to turn the key. They try to get a piece of plastic and knock off our key and try to get inside. You got to come through the front door. Utilize the tools. Me and Darren and Ari, we're tools. We're a system. But if you don't use us, what does it mean? Nothing. We got tools. We got systems in place. That's part of what we teach. I'm not going to get all of that here, but that's what we teach in Black Ops. Tools, system, duplication, expert, pain, pleasure. How to use an ATM on the front end to fund the rest of your life, run your business. But some of y'all, you're the Vanna Whites. See this product right here? My yellow is better than your yellow. See it? See that? It's better than Monster. This Red Bull is better than Monster. It tastes better. And then what you do is you limit your market because everybody might not like yellow. And you wonder why. The same people, this sub-cycle to this company, that company, this company, this company. Because you got the weight loss junkies, they go from this weight loss program to that one, this nutrition to that nutrition, and it just keeps circling. 7-figure earners, we understand it's not about this. It's about front-end ATM, throwing off cash, funding other profitable businesses so we can market them properly and get the right results and never run out of leads, never chase our friends and family. We don't have to get rejected. We have money to buy the big ticket items. We have what we need because it's set up properly. And we understand how to create curiosity online to get people inboxing us and then not us chasing them down and scroll patrolling all day long, doing nothing like most people do in our business, in our industry. We use other leaders. Number 7, ladies and gentlemen, let me just share something with you. Personal growth, personal development. I don't know where I would be without it. See, here in Black Ops we market a product called Excellence Elite that has a platform of personal growth, that has incredible interviews with incredible people. Darren Little happens to be one of them that's there. His interview is incredible. If you haven't listened to it, I probably would do it. I would probably put it on my phone. I would probably listen to it over and over and over again if I were you, but I'm not you. But what I would tell you is that everybody that I've ever met in my life, and I've interviewed hundreds of thousands of people in my life that had success, they were personally developed. They listened to bigger things. They watched different things. They went to seminars. They read. They built themselves up. They worked on their vernacular. They worked on their self-confidence. They worked on their presentation skills. They worked on their skills to generate wealth. It starts with the development of yourself. So what we teach people is that with proper mentorship, proper personal development and coaching, and the right marketing techniques, you're unstoppable. That's Black Ops. We take those dynamics and we bring them together with 3 guys that have made, we got almost 3 decades of experience. I don't know how much earnings, probably over $90 million if I had to throw a number out there. And Darren can talk to you about his side and art. But I put it this way, it's more than most people would ever dream of. You have it in one community that's there to help you grow. And we're giving you access. So we get you on the front end and show you that we can help develop the mind and soften the brain
and to build confidence and courage and to develop yourself. And then we take that and we're developing and building leaders like I talked about in the previous slide. And we're taking it and we're molding it with mentorship and marketing skills and the ability to get paid every single day on a commission up to $1,000. That is a machine. See, everybody needs personal development. Newbies, seriously part-time people, professionals, investors, traditional business, non-traditional business. I don't care who you are. You need personal development. So as we're out there talking to people online, we're talking to them about something that everybody absolutely needs in their life because the world is a negative thought. And we're changing that one person at a time by marketing and sharing Exodus that has a platform with incredible bread for the heads. Y'all understand that? And we're getting a commission for sharing it. And Darren will talk a little bit more about the intricacies of what we do at Black Ops and what we offer and why it's important to join us. If you're serious and you're tired of being sick and tired, and you're tired of being broke, busted, and disgusted, you're tired of robbing Peter to pay Paul, you're tired of getting rejected, you're tired of your friends blocking you from Facebook or whatever because you keep dropping links on them, you're tired of don't have the money to buy the big ticket items, you're just tired, no duplication, you're tired that you can't sponsor anybody anymore, you're just tired, we'll fix it. We'll fix it. We have a platform. We have a system. We have a way of life here. Number 8, everybody got a guy. I've been here for 20, Mr. Penn, I got this guy. I'm telling you, if he comes into business, he's going to pass you up. Okay, great. Put him in. Where's he at? I've been waiting for him for 26 years. Darren, where's the guy? He hasn't showed up yet here. Where's he at? Go get him.
Which guy's that?
I don't, the guy that's going to come in and pass us up, man. The guy that's going to tell us how to market that's never made $10,000 a month in his life, but he's telling people our stuff doesn't work. Where's the guy at? Where's he at?
You're funny, man.
Where's he at? Where's he at, man? Where's the guy? I ain't found him yet. Guys, let me tell you something. There is no guy. We're going to go find 3 or 5 people that's going to anchor our business. And we're going to go build an empire with those 3 to 5 people. The 3 to 5 people will turn into an army. Quit waiting for the guy. You'll never get the guy anyway because you can't attract the guy because you're not the guy. We're looking for 3 to 5 people that see it, that get it, that's willing to take massive corrective action. That's who we're looking for. That's who we're going to attract. That'll turn into an army. Everybody thinks you need these hundreds of thousands of people. No, you don't. You need 3 or 5 people that just obsessed and crazy about success that are willing to do what we teach them. That's who we're looking for, man. My football coach said, we ain't looking for a bunch of shiny helmets. We're looking for some people who won't get in the game and mix it up. We don't need cheerleaders. We don't need band members. We need players. We're looking for people who want to get busy. That's who we're looking for in Black Ops. That's who we're looking for. You get it? Not the guy, guys. Be the guy. Attract the 3 to 5 people. Build upon that. I'm going to stop right there because I got some other stuff I want to share with y'all. And then I'm going to bring Darren on here and let him wrap this thing up here in a second. But see, people get on our stuff and they talk all this junk or whatever. And I have to sit back and I have to laugh because it's hilarious to me. It's super hilarious to me. What people actually believe. They actually believe their own hype. They actually believe it. They drank their own Kool-Aid, so to speak. I'm gonna get some slides here in a second. I'm just gonna share something with you of why they're failing. Why they're failing. Then I'm gonna turn it over to Darren. He's gonna talk more in detail and tell you about the offer that I put out there. He'll tell you about it and why you
You want to get it. If you're serious about changing your life. If you're serious. If you're serious. Now, we know most people aren't serious. There's Darren here, there's Ari. But I'm going to come back to this. I'm going to come back to this. We'll come back to this. These are the things. These are it. This is it. This is what stops them. And you tired of this stuff, harassing your friends and family? They hate getting rejected. No marketing budgets, properly run their business. They don't have no capital. They can't purchase anything. They don't know how to generate leads. Don't know how to close or upsell. Don't know how to get team duplication. They don't know how to market to become attraction factor. That's it. These are all the things. But I just want to share this with you. This is it right here. Without these two things, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to fail. More leads, more cash flow. If you don't have it, you don't have a business. If you don't have it, you don't have a business. See, we're going to teach you that. That's what we teach. See, most people do this. They got their primary business and they Vanna White that thing all day on the internet. They talk about the products and the ingredients and how it tastes, all the stuff that means absolutely nothing. And they think that they're going to build a big business. And they learn these free strategies, right? The 2 to 4 years of learning curve. Then they risk more of their personal capital by doing it. And then they tell people, make more money and then reinvest. Ladies and gentlemen, most people ain't making any money to reinvest. You can't reinvest zero. Zero is zero. Zero is zero. There's nothing to reinvest. But the formula that we use is that we put an ATM on the front end. It's paid every single day. When we move an Excess Elite package, that commission is paid out to you. After the first one, it's paid directly out to you. Okay? Then we have the money to do what? Run ad campaigns, run our marketing campaigns, build our businesses, do whatever we want, live our lifestyle, whatever you want to do. We have it. We have multiple streams behind us. Whatever they are. 5, 6 different, whatever you want, it doesn't matter. Or you just want one, but you can fund it because you got an ATM on the front end spitting out cash, throwing off cash, putting a financial wall around your family. We got people using our techniques. They're real estate. They're in traditional business. They're medical doctors. They're attorneys. They're lawyers. It doesn't matter. They use our techniques. They win. They go to the top of whatever they want to do. Okay? That's what they do. That's what we teach. That's what we teach. And I'm gonna wrap this up and I'm gonna let Darren talk about the offer. I'm gonna talk about Black Ops, why we're so excited about it, the future, share some of our stories. And I'm just telling you all that you're in the right place at the right time with the right people. And the gentleman I'm gonna bring up here, I've known him for 17 years. Over 17 years I've known Darren Little. He picked me up from the airport in Canada one time, and we've been friends ever since. I've always respected him. More importantly, I've always trusted him as a human being, as a person. And he's always been real with me. I don't like fake people. I just can't deal with fake people. He's not fake. I just can't do it. I'm not a fake person. I just be who you are. He's always been that person. That's why I've always respected him. And when I had an opportunity to join him and Ari in Black Ops, it was truly an honor for me to be able to be partnered with two guys that I love and trust and respect in this industry and outside this industry. So I'm gonna bring him on. Darren Little, y'all all know him. You know, he's the MLM superhero. He's a great friend of mine. He's the founder of Black Ops. And I'm just glad to play a small part in the piece to the puzzle to help everybody win. So Darren, I'll turn over to you. If you would just kind of share, Black Ops and then the opportunity to get involved with power prospecting. And thanks so much for having me, my friend. I'll turn it back over to you.
Fantastic, Cedric. Really, really super proud to have you on board, pal. I mean, it's, a lot of people, guys, you don't really know how much, a person invests into themselves, okay, into their path of personal development. It's an evolution. It's an evolution of morphing and molding and sculpting into create a leader. And Cedric is, he's like a leadership factory. No joke, okay? So what I'm gonna share with you guys here is you wanna stay plugged in. We are like so lucky to have this guy on board with our team to lead the troops, okay? Because it doesn't get any better than Cedric, okay? He could literally be on stage for 5 straight hours and still have endless amount of content that he will be able to produce. No joke, okay? So when we're talking about being in the trenches, when we're talking about going through the whole process of that evolution, how can you know unless you've been in the trenches? You can't. You can't. Cedric is the one that has been through those trenches, okay? Just keep that in mind, guys. Okay, so what I want to do here, guys, is I want you to really understand, why did we actually come up with Black Ops Underground Marketing? What was the whole purpose behind what we do inside of Black Ops? Now, I'm going to share with you here that what I found over the course of my own career is that, you know, you see some of these people and they make these big, gigantic paychecks. And they use those paychecks to recruit the people, but when the people come in, they say, see you at the top, right? And they're gone. You will not find that here in Black Ops, because we want to take you underground. We want to show you what happens behind the scenes so that you can get the results that we get. That's how you can determine the power of a leader. It's not in how much money they make. It's not in how much money they make. It's how many people on their team are making money. That's how you can tell whether or not you're on the right team. How many people on your team are making money? That's the question that you got to ask yourself. So obviously, when you're blazing a trail, you obviously want to have success for you and your family. Don't get me wrong. But the determinant factor is how well can you teach what you just learned? That's the key. How well can you teach what you just learned? Because that's the only true way that you're going to create leverage. Otherwise, you're just trading time for money. You understand that? You could be a power recruiter. You could be out there going, you know, making pop, all these sales. But if the people that are coming in, if they're not making sales, if they're not duplicating, then you're just trading time for money. Think about it. What's different than that and being in a job? It's no different. You're trading time for money and you're getting paid. Granted, it's pretty nice getting $1,000 commissions, right? But what you want to have is you want to lift the people up to give them wings. You want to be a leadership factory, right? As a leader. That's the goal, guys. That's the goal. So here's what I found. As I'm sort of surfing on the internet, I see, you know, somebody making $100,000 or $200,000 or $300,000 in a month, but they don't really tell you how much money they're actually spending on paid traffic. And it's typically $1 in, $1 out. Sometimes it can be $2 in, $1 out. Okay, so I want you to think about what those numbers might actually be. So let's say that somebody's making $100,000. There's a high probability they're spending $50,000 on paid traffic. That's $1 in, $1 out. 200,000. That's $100,000 in to get 200 out to make 100. Now they don't tell you that. They just tell you they made 200,000 in the month, but they don't tell you how they actually got it. Now, here's what I do in marketing is I always do testing, market testing. I let the market tell me whether or not there's an opportunity versus me going out there and saying, if I got a deal for you, check out my deal, right? I want the market to tell me. So here's how this sort of evolved. What I did one day is I said, hey guys, I'm rolling out a campaign. Who here wants to learn exactly what I'm going to do step by step? The copy that I write, the images that I post, how much traffic that I'm going to purchase, how many leads it's going to generate, how many people I close, how many people upsell, and then how much team duplication do I get from it, right? And I'm going to be an open book. And quite honestly, guys, I don't even know if this is going to work. I put that right in the post. I don't even know if this is going to work. Complete vulnerability, complete transparency, right? So in other words, if it works, you're going to find out. If it doesn't work, you're going to find out too. If I spend my money and I lose it, you're going to find out. If I spend my money and I have huge success, you're going to find out. Anybody interested? All the way down with people that wanted to learn. Now, here was the shocking thing. You don't know this until you test. You don't know this until you get the response from your people. It's the people that are going to tell you whether or not you have an opportunity or not. So here's what happened. I took a little tiny budget. It was like, I think $560 that I actually spent. And I rolled out a campaign. So I had an automated video sales funnel, and I took a little bit of traffic and I sent it to the video. And it was probably 2:30 in the afternoon or so. And I kind of missed eating that day. Sometimes you get wrapped up in work and I kind of, missed, oh my God, it's 2:30, I haven't eaten. So I went out across the street to this little Oriental restaurant. Now, I don't know but when you get hungry, you're looking for the menu and you want to order. So I order some beef and broccoli. They come and they pour the Chinese tea there, the green tea. And my beef and broccoli comes. Then I start eating my beef and broccoli. I'm super hungry. And my phone starts going ding. I thought, ding. Wonder who's texting me. Ding. And I thought somebody really must be trying to get a hold of me, right? But I want to eat my beef and broccoli. And my phone keeps on going off. So I grab it, I look at my phone, and it's commissions coming to me from my automated sales funnel. Now, here's the power of this. By the time I finished lunch, I had made $75. Okay, now, is $75 something that I could retire on? No. But guess what? I didn't do a home party. I didn't do a conference call. I didn't do a three-way call. And I was eating my lunch while that money came in. And for me, that was life-changing. And I wrote a story about it because it had changed my life. I used to do three-way phone calls from 7 a.m. in the morning until 2 a.m. the following day because we were international. We were a global company. And to literally be sitting eating beef and broccoli and have $75 in commissions coming in, I knew at that point that my life was going to change forever when that happened. And I wrote a story about it. And I said, here's what's cool. I didn't do a single three-way phone call. I didn't do a single home party. I didn't do a single conference call. Heck, I was eating beef and broccoli while that money came in. Who here wants to learn how I did it? With all of these testimonials, okay? Now, the $75 story the $75 story about me eating lunch, within 30 days had created $10,000. And my third month, I had a $25,000 month from that $75 story. Now, here's the phenomenon. A lot of people think you need a big, huge income story to make big money. You don't. You don't. Okay? What you need is you need to open up and be vulnerable. That was the difference. Because I was ready for anything. I was ready for it to go either way, but I was ready to tell the truth. I wasn't trying to fake it. I wasn't trying to put on a show. I wasn't trying to be in an ego. I was ready to be my naked soul, to be the truth. And I was ready to go either way. Whatever happens, happens. And I'm going to share with you what happens. Because are there times in business where you do something and you may fall? Yes, there are. Are there times where you might buy some traffic and nothing happens? Yes, there are. Don't you think the people should know that? Don't you think the people should know that? Why is it that the leaders don't tell you the truth? Why is it the leaders give you a bunch of bullshit? Why is it the leaders try and create smoke and mirrors? We don't do that. You will not find that with us. We will tell it like it is. We will tell it like it is. We will tell you that you got to bust your ass harder than you ever have your whole life if you want to break inertia. When I rolled out Black Ops, my first month, I had 13 all-nighters, and my average night I slept between 3 and 4 hours per night for 1 month. But it was my best month. I had a $165,000 month. Now, a lot of people say, I want to have a month like that. Well, do you want to have 13 all-nighters too? Because that's what it takes, guys. That's what it takes. You want to break inertia? You got to have so much front-end power coming here to break that invisible barrier between you and your dream. It's real. It's not science fiction. That invisible barrier is real. And you have to have this inertia coming forward in massive action to be able to break through to go to the next level. So here was the phenomenon. A lot of people don't really understand this about quantum physics. The moment that you think a thought, you put it into the ether. Every thought that's ever been thought is sitting in the ether. We all have access to it. We all have access to it. When I was working with Dr. Lee Poulos, he called it the universal superconscious. We all have access to this. That's why when you're thinking of an idea on one side of the world, all of a sudden you find out that somebody else thought of the same idea and they turned it into a product and it's already on the marketplace. And you never even saw it before. How about that? How's that possible? Think about it. So I'm rolling out these campaigns, and it was actually 2 of my students that packaged it under another name and came up with this idea to be able to give people all the content, all the emails, and hand it over to them. And they had a great income story. They had a great success story coming out of the gate. So I had already done some testing on Black Ops. I test everything, guys. Everything that I do. All the merchandise, all of the campaign, the ads, the copy. That's why it's the benefit for you to be able to get all the testing after we already have success with it. Think about it. What would you rather have? Would you rather gamble on maybe it's going to work, or would you rather get the red carpet given to you with what the 7-figure income earners are already doing? We're already having the success. We've already got leaders that have gone from 0 to 100,000 in 4 months. In 4 months. From 0 to 100,000. From 0 to 35,000 in 30 days. 17 years old. How about that? That's power. That's powerful. Now, how is that possible? Number one, you got to be coachable. You got to be coachable. If you're not coachable, you'll never get there. In order to be coachable, you got to surrender your pride, you got to surrender your ego, and you got to show up. You just got to show up. Now, if you're prepared to just listen, follow the steps, follow exactly what we do. Somebody says, well, Darren, I heard that one thing that you said, but I wanted to totally change it. I thought this other thing would work. Don't do that. Don't do that. We've mastered something to a science to the point where we can give you every single sentence to say to a person to be able to build rapport, change their state, find out if they're qualified, find out about their vision, their dream, their pain, their problem, get them emotionally connected to it, pique their curiosity, and get out of the way. Now, that is the problem that most salespeople have, just so you know. They can't shut up. They can't shut up. So instead of asking questions and listening, they try to sell the person or convince the person that they have what the other person needs when they don't know what the other person wants. It's the opposite polarity. It's the opposite polarity. So if I'm coming at you saying, have I got a deal for you? You got to check out my deal. I'm telling you, these products, they're amazing. I look better. I feel better. I'm telling you, you got to try my product. Guess what people do? I'm not interested. It's natural. It's natural. Can I help you, sir? Can I help you, ma'am? Can I help you, sir? I'm good. I'm just looking. It's a natural thing. You have to learn how to turn the polarity around. Hey, Darren, I heard about this Black Ops thing. Tell me about it. So what does the salesperson do? Well, it's this and it's that, and it's this and it's that, and this is how it works, and it's millionaire mentoring, $1,000 commissions. The networker says, hey, Tom, how's it going? How's your day going so far? Pretty good, Darren. How about yourself? Oh, man, the winter here. Dude, we had like 4 feet of snow here in Vancouver, and it was ridiculous. I send pictures of my Mercedes covered in snow. And I felt like a white pasty guy to go to LA and get some sunshine. LOL cartoon. Now, these strategies work offline too, guys. Offline. You can do the same thing when you're connecting with a person offline that you do online. They're the exact same strategies. What you need to master is being able to change people's state. Change people's state. If you can learn how to change a person's state, you will never, ever, ever have to worry about money again for the rest of your life. No joke. I'm talking about real estate, mortgage broker, insurance agent, automotive industry, retail. I'm talking about a lounge, a nightclub, a restaurant, nutraceutical products, weight loss, skincare, power, energy drinks, legal. It doesn't matter. That's what people don't understand. It's not about your product. It's not about your company. It's not about your comp plan. It's not about your track record. It's not about your management team. You know what's it about? It's about your prospect. What is going on in their life right now? What's going on in their life? Now, it's typically going to be pain. Something is painful. That's why they're looking. That's why they're online looking for a solution to their problem. They hate their boss. They lost their job. They just got a divorce. They just moved. They hate traffic. They never see their kids. And that hurts. Pain over here. pain, pain, pain. You got to identify what is their pain. What's their pain? I don't know. Let's find out. Now, is everybody going to have the same pain? No. Is Tom going to have the same pain as Mary? No. Is Mary going to have the same pain as Bob? No. What's their pain? I don't know. I don't know. Let's go find out. Let's find out what's going on in their life. Pain. Once I know that, what's their vision? What's their vision? What's their dream? What do they really want? Now, these two realities, guys, when you understand this, can make you a rich in anything. I don't care what industry that you're in. Once you know where a person's at right now, once you know what's going on in their life right now, once you know whether or not they're living their passionate or not right now, you can help them. You can help them. Now, if this guy here, so I meet somebody, I connect with them, you know, I build some rapport, I change their state, and now I bridge over and I say, you know, so Tom, what's moving and grooving over in Australia? What do you do over there? Darren, I'm in construction. Oh, wow. How long have you been doing that? About 15 years. Is it your passion? Is it your passion? He says, no, actually, it's not. What's your passion? Well, actually, me and my wife, we want to travel around the world. Why aren't you doing that right now? I can't afford it. Well, how much money do you need? See how that works? What's going on in their life? What's going on in their life? What pain are they going through? What problems are they going through? Are they or are they not living their passion? Because if they're not living their passion, I can help. I can help. Now, once you learn this, you can help. Okay, you can help. Now, our goal, just so you guys know, is not to create more followers. It's not our goal. Our goal is to create more leaders. Leaders. People like Charlene, people like Billy, people like Danny Joshi, people that really have a dream. They're inspired to inspire. They're inspired to inspire other people. It's part of their life purpose. That's why they're here on the planet. It's what gets them up in the morning. It's their drive. It's what keeps them going to their dream, is to the stories of the people. That's their dream. The stories of the people is what fires them up, more so than even their own income. How about that? It's one thing to have a breakthrough day or to have a breakthrough week. You know, last week or so was actually a big week for me. You know, I had a $17,000 day and almost a $40,000 week, right? But I get more excited when I see Cedric popping another $1,000 commission. I get more excited when I see a brand new person being qualified to be able to make $1,000 commissions. That's why a lot of times you'll see me saying, welcome, 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 first as soon as they come out. Why? Because that's what gets me excited. That's what gets me fired up. Somebody who's never made $1,000 in a day ever. And now the gateway is open for them to be able to make $1,000 commissions. For them to be able to make $1,000 commissions. So guys, here's the exciting part. You know, we really have something special here. And I don't say that from hype. I say that from results. I say that from people who have never made any money before, ever, online, to now start having $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 days. You know, we have people that have gone all the way up to 15,000, right? We were actually in a situation when Ari and I first got started with Black Ops, and in 35 days, we actually made $240,000 in profit without spending a single penny on paid ads. But it was bigger than that, because that was the same month we had the 17-year-old kid make $35,000 his first month. We had another gentleman make $45,000 his first month. We had a 23-year-old construction worker make $26,000 his first month. We had a mom with 2 kids make $10,000 her first month. We had an engineer that worked part-time make $13,000 his first month. Heck, we even had a guy that got out of prison that made $28,500 his first month. Now, I want you to really think about that, because if you have a greed-centered leader, they're the only people that make the money, like 85% of the money, and there's little crumbs for everybody else. We don't do that. In fact, in our very first 90 days, the team collectively did over $900,000 in commissions. In 90 days, guys. Some of those people had never made money in their whole life, ever. They never made a penny online before, ever. Because they were out pitching, convincing, convincing, pitching. And that's not our industry. We're in a people business. People are your commodity. People. Get good at people, and you'll never have to worry about money ever again. People. Understanding human psychology, understanding rapport, connecting, finding things in common. Did you know if you find 3 things in common with a person in 5 minutes, they like you? 3 things in common, 5 minutes, they like you. People like doing business with people they're either like or that they aspire to be like. They like doing business with people that they know, like, and trust. So how are you going to get a complete total stranger to trust you? Find 3 things in common in 5 minutes. 3 things in common, 5 minutes, they will like you. You got kids, I got kids. We got 1. You like to travel, I like to travel. We got 2. You see that works? You know, you like action movies, I like action movies. We got 3. That's the power, guys. Once you understand some of these basic principles about human beings, do you know that your marriage is going to get better? You'll fall more in love than you've ever fallen in love before. The communication with your children is going to get better. The communication with your friends, business partners, associates, boss at your current job is going to get better. We've had people that were CFOs making $100,000 that in 60 days, they got a $212,000 raise at the same job. Figure that one out. At the same job. Some of the people, 2 pay raises, a job promotion, a $30,000 consulting contract. One guy sent me a thing and said, Darren, because you're training, sign a $2 million deal. Darren, because you're training, got my BMW upgraded, no extra cost. Darren, because you're training, I got another job promotion and made an extra $40,000. That's the power of Black Ops. Black Ops is the key. It's really about life skills. It's about life training. It's about personal development, leadership, understanding what you need to do to be seen in whatever market that you're in as a leader, to become the attractor factor. I've got one realtor that was buying leads, spending all this money, not making the type of money that she wanted. She got into Black Ops. She's now the trainer at her real estate office. She's doing webinars and broadcasts on to other realtors on listings and marketing and social media. She's now become an expert within a 4-month period of time. Think about that. No experience. Brand new. Okay? So during that time, she increased her commissions by $55,000. She just sent me another message saying that she got a double-ended deal. It's going to be another $25,000. And her confidence is gone. Totally. She's transformed. She's a leader. And she's being seen as a top producer now because she's providing value to the marketplace. Value. This is what people don't get. If you want to be a top income earner, you better start providing more value to the marketplace. That's how you get seen as an expert. Doesn't matter what industry that you're in. Doesn't matter. Okay, so what you've got to understand about our industry is there's very specific pain points that people go through, and they have a dream, they have a vision. They don't need to be convinced about anything, right? They don't have to be convinced. They're already sold on our business model. You don't have to convince them that we have a better way, because they already know that there's the better way. They're just not making any money because they don't understand the seven-figure business model. In the seven-figure business model, there's always this thing on the front end that's going to build your list of prospects. And it has nothing to do with your business opportunity. Zero. This is where people go wrong. Now, why don't the seven-figure income earners teach this? I'll tell you why. They don't want any competition against themselves. That's why. If they were heart-centered leaders, they would teach you, but they're greed-centered leaders, so they don't. Big difference. This thing here needs to be the attractor factor. Think about it. Okay, so watch this. I got some weight loss product. And I'm like, oh man, I tell you what, you got this weight loss product? Dude, it's so good. Whoa. Now, you don't need to lose weight. You don't need to lose weight. Or you're with the skincare company, I already lost you. I already lost you. You already think you got the ticket to the promised land. But guess what? You could be with that skincare company and not making any money. Now, if I can show you how to generate unlimited leads for any business, how to never get rejected ever again, how to build your business without having to harass your friends and family, how to close and upsell to higher ticket products within your company, and how to get team duplication, how to raise money for your marketing and advertising budget or the high ticket products, I now have value to you, even though we're in different companies. You see how that works? Now, once people understand this front end ATM machine, that's when their life changes. Because here's what the seven-figure income earners don't tell you. They're doing this thing and they're building their list for free at a profit. At a profit, they're building their list at a profit. Hear what I'm saying? At a profit, they're building their list of qualified buyers. And then over here, they have multiple different income streams. Multiple different income streams. Because they're not emotionally connected. They're not emotionally connected. You know what they're emotionally connected to? Providing value to the marketplace. That's what they're emotionally connected to. Providing value to the marketplace. Bringing groups of people together and teaching and training and sharing. Sharing stories, sharing vision, sharing dream. Helping people to step into their power and step into their greatness. That's what they're fired up about. That's what they're fired up about. The money is a byproduct of how much value that you're going to provide to the people. And if you don't feel worthy of that, if you don't feel deserving of that, if you don't feel abundance is your birthright, if you don't feel that there's not enough money in the world that's going to pay you for your worth, forget about it. Because it ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. You got to love yourself. You got to feel worthy. You got to feel deserving. You got to have a dream, a vision. You got to be passionate. You got to go for it like it's your last breath of oxygen. True story, guys. Now, how are you going to do that? You want to get around the successful people. You want to get around the people that are getting the results that you want to get. Tony Robbins talks about that. Doesn't matter where you're at in life. You got somebody that's flat broke that made it to millionaire. You want to lose weight? Find somebody that's the same weight as you or close, that's got the weight off and kept it off. Ask them what they did. Ask them what they did. Do what they did. Do what they did, and you'll get the results they got. Now, are you going to want to follow a person that every time they do a business opportunity, oh, it didn't work. Who wants to follow that person, right? So this is why personal development is so important. This is why mentoring, training, coaching is so important. This is why this is so important right here. This is why this is so important. So guys, what I want to do here is I'm going to share my screen here, and I'm going to share with, hopefully we don't blow this internet, because I blew it two times last night on a broadcast. And I'll tell you, it gets very frustrating, when you're working in a what I call a high vibrational frequency, when you have when you blow out electrical devices, you blow out the internet, it's a real challenge. I'll tell you, it's a real challenge to go through that. I'm telling you. Yesterday we blew out the internet 2 times on the broadcast. So guys, what I want to do here, Cedric talked more about the 7-figure formula. But what I want for you to really understand is this right here. This is something that a lot of people don't really understand about our industry. And if you want to hit mass market, if you want to be in a situation where all of the companies that are out there are going to be interested in what you have, you have to have a product that hits these 2 key areas. It has to hit personal development and leadership, because you need those skills in order to rise to the top of the leaderboards. It's not possible to be the top person in a company if you don't have personal development and leadership training, guys. It is not possible, okay? It's not possible, because you have to be able to lead a team to victory, and that requires personal development and leadership, okay? And then the other thing is marketing. You've got to learn marketing skills. You've got to know how to generate leads. You've got to know how to become the attractor factor so that your phone is ringing with incoming calls, incoming Skype, incoming emails, incoming Facebook requests. And that is a big difference when you become the attractor factor. When somebody says, hey, Cedric, I saw your video. I want to join your business. Hey, Cedric, I saw your Super Saturday. I want to join your business. Hey, Cedric, I saw you on Facebook. I read your post. I saw your content. I want to join your business. And that's what starts to happen. And the more that you advance up that ladder into leadership, the more that you step into your power as a leader, the more that you have vision, the more that you have dream, that's when you break through and you become unstoppable. But how are you going to market your business? What are you going to put out for content so that you're not constantly pitching your business? What are you going to talk about on your videos to become the attractor factor? These 2 areas, guys, these 2 areas, every single company, weight loss, skincare, nutraceutical, power, energy drinks, legal, real estate, mortgage broker, insurance, automotive industry, all of these, if you want to rise to the top in whatever company that you're in, you have to have these. They are mandatory as an entrepreneur, mandatory. The personal development leadership is daily. The marketing strategies are daily. If you don't know what to do, you're hooped. I'm not kidding you. In any business, you got to know what to do, guys. You got to know what to do. So what we do is we find something that has that in it, that's already made, that we don't have to go create, that has the mindset, that has the leadership, that has all of that stuff in it in a package called the Genesis Library. and we purchase what are called the reseller rights to it. So we find something that has personal development, leadership training, and marketing strategies, and we buy the reseller rights to it. So that means that when you buy the reseller rights, you now become the vendor. You become the store. So we pay $99 per quarter or $299 per year. And that's like we went out and made it, even though we didn't. So we buy the reseller rights to it. And now the product sells for $1,000. But when somebody is buying it, they're buying it from you. So you're now the store. You're now the vendor of that product. So it's $1,000 for the product. They also pay $50 for PayPal transaction fees. And you can, the majority of people will pay by PayPal. Some people pay by Bitcoin if they're in a country like, India or Africa or Pakistan or things like that. They will typically pay in Bitcoin. So those are the two most common. Now, I can tell you that when you start to have those $1,000 commissions showing up in your PayPal account daily, it's life-changing. Then you get to the point where it becomes kind of normal, and you can raise your frequency to start focusing on $2,000 days, then $3,000 days, then $4,000 days, then $5,000 days. And because of the momentum, because of the energy force, it becomes like a snowball, right? It becomes like a snowball. So, Ari he woke up one day to a $15,000 day. Now imagine that if that happened for you. You wake up in the morning and you've already made 15 grand before you even get out of bed. Now, what would that be like? So the Personal Development Legends Vault, obviously, is, I recommend to listen to at least one of these per day, go all the way through the vault and then start back at the beginning. And you will get a ridiculous amount of mindset value from listening to these people. Why? Because when you're listening to an audio, it's like being in an energy portal. And there's energy transference that takes place as you're listening to the person that's tapped in to their personal power, to their leadership, that's already on that path. And as you listen to these audios, it starts to sink into your DNA on a cellular level in your body. It's a phenomenon. So we've got mindset training, the wellness section, but here is the real key, guys, are the marketing strategies for any business. Realtor, mortgage broker, insurance, automotive industry, hotel, motel, restaurant, weight loss, skincare. It doesn't matter what you're marketing. That's the thing that you got to understand. Now, this is the phenomenon. This is what I'm so proud of, is some of these incredible success stories. Michelle Tracy Anderson, she's a mom with two kids. She worked part-time, $10,000 her first month. Justin James Grabko, he's a full-time engineer. Part-time, he worked the business, $13,000 his very first month, working part-time. Now, do you realize that there's people out there in the network marketing industry that could be in their business for 5, 6, 7, 10 years and never experience a $13,000 a month? No joke, guys. This is a true story. You can build a team of 10,000 people and sometimes still not make a $13,000 check for the month. True story, okay? There's another great story. Kim Justice is 7 weeks. She made $16,000. She was a personal trainer. Never had that kind of income before. Never had that kind of income before. Here's another one right here, Jeff Lynn. Now, what's really interesting about this is that Jeff, super great guy, had a great vision, a great dream. 5 weeks, he made $25,000 starting from zero. And now I see him on the top of the leaderboards in other companies. So he took the skills that he learned in Black Ops and he applied them into other business opportunities. And now I see one of the students of Black Ops rising up to the top of the leaderboards in another business opportunity because he's now got multiple streams of income. That became his funding mechanism, his ATM machine, his ATM on the front end, building his list of prospects for free as he's making money, as he's bringing in qualified buyers, and now he has multiple income streams. Here's another great story. This one is very motivational. Robbie Godsell, 17 years old. He wanted to actually become a Forex trader. Now, it doesn't matter what your dream is. You really got to understand this. One person wanted to be able to raise enough money because they wanted to start their own restaurant. One person wanted to buy a sailboat so that they could sail around the world. One person wanted to go to Europe to visit their parents because they hadn't seen them for 12 years. It doesn't matter what your dream is. We want to show you how to become the attractor factor, how to generate unlimited leads, how to actually build your business without having to harass your friends and family. And that's really the key, building your business without harassing your friends and family. So Robbie Godsell, you know, we had this situation where we were taking 50 people to $100,000 in extra income within a year. And this is what I'm talking about, what it takes. Okay, so Robbie saw the presentation and he sent me a message and says, Darren, I want in. I want to be one of the people. But I've got some money coming in. I'm trying to raise the money and I want you to hold me a spot. I want you to hold me a spot. And I said, Robbie, the phone's ringing. The stuff's going crazy here, bro. And if people are going to have the money, if they come before you, man, I told them on the broadcast, it was first come, first serve. You know, I can't go back on that because afterwards, if you tell me that you can't come up with the money, then we got a problem, right? If I've already locked that spot for you and then you say, oh, it didn't work, right? So it pushed him even further. He started reaching out to me multiple times per day. Darren, I'm almost there. Darren, I'm almost there. I want that spot. I want that spot. I want in. I want in. And he was driven. He was driven. He was emotionally connected to his dream, and nothing and nobody was going to stop him. Nothing. 17 years old. Somehow, some way, he found the money. Somehow, some way, he found the money. Okay. Now, he didn't have the money. He didn't have the money. So when I hear these stories about people saying that they can't come up with the money, all I hear is wah, 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 Charlie Brown. That's all I hear, right? They're just lying to themselves. If you have a vision, if you have a dream, if you're stepped into your power, nothing's going to stop you. You could go right through a concrete wall. That's how much you want your dream. That's how much you want your dream. Robbie was one of those people. Robbie was one of those people, 17 years old. Not only did he make $35,000 in his first month, but he made over $50,000 in his first 6 weeks. That was his goal. He wanted to become a Forex trader. So, you know, life's interesting, guys. Life's interesting. Robbie just actually contacted me a couple weeks ago and he says, you know what, Darren, I've been really thinking about this. I've been seeing all the success inside Black Ops. And I decided that I want to come back and I want to go through this whole process again. And I want to make another 100 grand. 17 years old. Now, if that does not get you fired up, if that does not put fire in your belly to know that a 17-year-old kid made $50,000 in his first 6 weeks, and you're trying to figure out how you're going to rub two pencils together to feed yourself for your next meal, something is out of whack here. Something is off. You got to ask yourself, what does Robbie have that you don't have? What's different about his dream than your dream? Why does he feel worthy of that money and you don't? Think about that. 17 years old. Okay, so you know, it just gives you an idea. It's not about age. It's not about your sex. It's not about your race. It's not about your religion. It has nothing to do with it. It's about your dream. It's about your vision. It's about your passion. It's about whether you're stepped into your power and you're going to go for your dream and nothing and nobody's going to stop you. That's the difference. That's what sets Robbie apart. And he did it. Now, this was really, really interesting when I rolled this out for Black Ops because in my first, I think it was my first 5 days, I'd made 24,500 from, you know, a flat start with no marketing and advertising, just using Facebook. But when I took the data to my business partner, Ari, he basically saw the data and it really piqued his interest. Okay, now keep in mind, guys, I basically do the same thing that I tell you to do. Okay, so I reached out, I connected, I changed his state, we had a chance to catch up, and I just wanted to find out right now if he was open to anything. Like, how's his plate going? And, you know, I said, you know, something's happened here, bro. And I did a little bit of test marketing, and I'll show you the results. I'll show you the data that came back. That's marketing language. People want to know about your campaign. They want to know about your test marketing. They want to know about the data that came back. And what was the bottom line? What was the bottom line result that came in? That's all they care about. The rest of it's all blah, blah, blah. People don't care, okay? So this was within the first 30 days. Now, I said to Ari, you know, I mean, what do you think, bro? I mean, is the timing right for you right now? I mean, I know that this training that I've put together, we're getting a ridiculous amount of duplication from the team. So it looks like we really hit a home run here with this. You know, what are your thoughts on it? He says, you know what? The timing, I think, could be right now. Let's do this. Let's do this. So I said, what do you think you'll be able to do the first month? He said, probably 60,000, you know. But, you know, we'll test it and see what happens. Here's what happened. Here's what happened for Ari. 131,100 in 33 days, guys. In 33 days. So in 35 days, between the two of us, okay, between myself and Ari, we did a combination of $240,000 in profit, and we didn't spend a penny on paid marketing. We didn't spend a penny on paid marketing. Now, here's the power of how this works. So let's say that is somebody right now that's marketing our Genesis Elite product library, okay? And you purchase the library from them, right? And now you actually go out and you market. You're the vendor, right? The first sale is what's called a qualifier. Very similar to the insurance industry. You see this a lot of times when the trainer will go out and they'll coach or train that person. Sometimes it happens in the automotive industry. There are places in real estate that they actually do that, where you do shadowing. So you're going to shadow another person, or shadow another waiter, or shadow another you know, person in as they're going on a meeting with a client. Or you're going to book the meeting with the client, but they're going to go with you and present, and they're actually going to get the commission, but you're going to get trained at the same time. That's the principle. So it's something very common in our industry, where you're getting trained by people that have already had success. Now, here's what happens. That is going to actually be your qualifying sale, and that's going to allow you to get blackjack qualified, right? So now you're trained, you understand the basics, and you're ready to start making $1,000 commissions. And we call that winner, winner, chicken dinner, right? That's blackjack. So, you know, people say, Darren, well, what's with the blackjack, right? Guys, we're marketers, and I've rolled out companies and I've done test marketing, and I can tell you that from the test marketing came back showing that blackjack actually pulls a super high demographic of people that have disposable income and liquidity. So we piggybacked off of that with our blackjack campaign, and it was a massive success, guys. So I'm just sharing with you a little bit about behind the scenes to understand psychology about marketing, because these are the things that you're going to learn inside of Black Ops to be able to. It's called piggyback marketing. Piggyback, right? So I already knew what the results were for the blackjack name, and it was already a household name. Okay, so This is where you're going to learn some of these strategies on how to piggyback off of companies that may have spent $200, $300, $400 million or more on their marketing and advertising campaign. You're going to learn how to actually lasso that market share to put the attention onto your brand, whatever your brand is. Doesn't matter what you're marketing. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do, now we've set you up as the vendor, we want you to be able to sell 5 of the Genesis Elite products, okay? Now, for most people, they only make between $3,000 and $5,000 a month in their full-time job, okay? So this is sort of our first target for you, is to be able to replace your income, right? Keep in mind, guys, for the average family in North America, they only make $3,000 to $5,000 a month, okay? That's statistically, that's facts, right? So that's going to get you now to Jack Club qualified, and you're already going to be at $5,000. That little tiny task. Now, here's the interesting thing. When you learn our copy formula, when you understand how to market to the pain so that you become the attractor factor, we've had people that have put out a post like we've showed them and have had 150 incoming inquiries within 24 hours. Now, think about that. That's like $150,000 is sitting on your Facebook wall, waiting for you to go collect. 150 leads is 150,000, right? Now, 5 Genesis Elite sales, that's going to already make you your income that you made at your full-time job. Now, watch how this works. Now, what we want you to do is we want you to start to move into leadership. So you've got you plus your 6 people that you've got so far, your qualifier plus your little team. Now, watch what happens. You're going to help teach those people now. But by helping them, you just made an extra $5,000, and they just sent you 5 more people. Okay, so watch how this works. You're now Queen Club qualified. You've now made $10,000 by just, first of all, obviously replacing the income that you were making at your job. Now, helping your people. This is a people helping people business. You want to help teach your people. This is not about pitching. This is not about trying to convince people. Our tools will do that. You need to build rapport with people. You need to find things in common with people. You need to change their state. You need to get good at asking questions and listening, not convincing. Listening to their vision, listening to their dream, listening to their pain, listening to their problem, listening, not pitching. It's a different polarity. So now you've already made $10,000, but the cool thing is they just sent you 5 more people. How about that? They just sent you 5 more. So watch what happens here. Now you're up to 11. So they sent you new 5. You're going to help those people, and now you made another $5,000, right? But your team is growing, and you've got all these people now that are excited because they're going to be making $1,000 commissions. Now you're King Club qualified. You've made $15,000. You're up to 16 people on your team. Do you know they make $15,000 in a month? That a lot of network marketing companies, you need thousands sometimes to make a $15,000 a month. Thousands, you know. So I know that when my team got up to about 6,000 people in one company, my check was only $4,000 a month, guys, for 6,000 people on an organizational team in the network marketing MLM. Okay, so now they sent you another 5 people. Boom, you've made another $5,000. You're Ace Club qualified. You have now made $20,000. Now, that is actually quite an easy task if you follow our training and you're coachable. I'm going to say this again. If you follow our training and you are coachable, if you will surrender your pride, if you'll surrender your ego and you'll just show up, you'll just do the work. You won't tell us you have a better way. You won't argue with what video to send. You'll just do what we tell you to do. You won't say, Darren, well, that sounds great. You know, I listened to the Super Saturday, but I'll tell you what, you better watch me go. You better watch me. I got this new cool social cross-pollination strategy. You better watch me go. Okay, do I have time for a coffee? You know how many people have told me that over 30 years? The list is endless. And guess where those people are? They're in the broke zone because they wouldn't listen, they wouldn't be coachable, they wouldn't surrender their pride and their ego, and they wouldn't take action and do what we told them to do, okay? Now you're at 21 people. That's the magic number, guys, the magic number. Now here's the cool thing. You're gonna have 5 new people coming to you every time you help your team. 5 new people. Every time you help somebody, they're boom, you got another person. Now here's how this works. You're going to make 1 sale that's going to help you to become qualified. You're now blackjack qualified to make $1,000 commissions. You're going to move into Jack Club qualified when you make 5 sales of Genesis Elite. Okay, that's already at 5,000. Queen Club qualified, you're going to help your team, those 5 people, make 1 sale each, and now you're up to 10,000. King Club qualified, you're going to help those new 5 people make 1 sale each. You're now up to 15,000. Ace Club qualified, you're going to help the new team of 5 make 1 sale each, and you're now up to 20,000. And you're now ready for what we call the World Series as a leader. So you can continue to help those 5 new people make 1 sale each per month, 20 new first sales between you and your entire team. Okay, that means that's not all your effort. That's you and your team making 20 new sales in a month. Guys, you're making $240,000 a year. And this whole concept with blackjack qualified behind it, it makes it fun. It makes it exciting when somebody gets blackjack qualified and everybody cheers them on because they've now opened up a whole new gateway to freedom to making $1,000 commissions daily with a product that every single person in every single company needs. Every single person in every single company needs, and that's our Genesis Elite. So, here's really what it comes down to. Your goal is to build a team of 21 people. That's blackjack, right? 21 is blackjack, and help them just make 1 sale each per month, right? With a product that every single company as an entrepreneur needs. Now, I don't know about you, but most people have never even seen that type of money in the masses, okay? They've never even seen that type of money. And when we have people going from 0 to 40,000 in 2 months, like Charlene has done, or from 0 to 35,000, like Robbie Godsell has done, or from 0 to 10,000, like Michelle Anderson has done, I think we got a winner here, guys, because people are getting value, and these are transferable skills to any other company. Hear what I'm saying? These are transferable skills to your job. They're transferable skills to your network marketing, home-based business industry. They're transferable skills to your career. They're transferable skills to your marriage. They're transferable skills to what you can do for your community. They're transferable skills for what you can do for your church. And you can truly learn how to give back, make a difference, and leave behind a legacy. And I believe that that's why we're here on this planet, is to make a difference in other people's lives. And I can tell you that right there is what I call a gateway. That right there, that number right there is a gateway to much higher. That's a springboard. That is a springboard. That's when you can start putting a down payment on a house. That's when you can start making investments. That's when you can start to give to your church, give to your community, give back, make a difference, pay for the college fund for the kids. This is where it happens, guys. That's the gateway. That is when it starts. Well, that's when your life really starts, when you can actually start to enjoy your life. And that's what we want to help you do. So remember, there's your sponsor. There's you. You're going to sell the Genesis Elite product that's going to qualify you. Your sponsor's obviously going to work with you. Cha-ching, winner, winner, chicken dinner, and you are on the path to freedom. Guys, this is the power. This is what I love about this program, because those pass-ups go to infinity. Now, what does that mean? If you've been in conventional networking or MLM business, they might have, 9 levels, 10 levels. This is infinity levels. So every time one of your people sends you a pass up sale, it's also like they've sent you that person, like you've personally sponsored them. So when that new person sends you, or they make their first sale, that's going to get passed up to you too. And when they make their first sale, that's going to get passed up to you too. And it goes to infinity. That means that your business could be 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 levels down, and every single person is sending you one pass up qualifier. Do you have any idea how big your numbers can get with a pass up leadership marketing strategy, a pass up leadership marketing plan? So you've got the strategies on the front and the plan that's going to be able to get you there. And we do it step by step. It's like literally we give you the 7-figure formula. We hand it to you, the exact formula that we have personally used. So what if we were to do this? What if we were to give you our entire campaigns, everything that we did that have generated as much as $900,000 in team commissions in 90 days from a complete flat start? Okay, I'm going to say this again. Our entire campaigns, that means everything that we have done that has generated as much as $900,000 in team commissions in 90 days from a complete flat start. What would that be worth to you? Think about it. That's like, you know, the getting the winning numbers to the lotto. You can see into the future, right? What if we gave you all of our sales copy that we used so that you could start popping $1,000 commissions too? What if we gave you all of our value campaigns, all of our bonus offers, the follow-up campaigns that we use, the emails, the promotional campaigns from A to Z, all the way through the whole thing, everything? We just handed it to you. What if we were to show you what type of Facebook content creates more interaction? Your commodity is people, guys, just so you know. And if you don't have people, if you're not interacting with people, if you're not connecting daily with people, you don't have an income. I don't care what you're marketing. You could be marketing photocopiers. You could be a stockbroker. You could be an accountant. If you don't have any clients, you don't have a business. So you better get good at people if you want to become a millionaire. You better be coachable and you better be prepared to do a little bit of personal development. You want to be likable. You want to be a chameleon. You want to be able to morph and mold and sculpt into different personality types to become like the other person. You want to mirror them. You want to become similar to them. People do business with people that they're either like, they aspire to be like, or people that they know, like, and trust. That's fact. So if you can get good at that, you can master so many different areas of your life. You know that when I go to hotel events, they give me the room for free. I don't pay for the room. They give me the room. I have people that give me promotional materials for, you know, posters, balloons, chocolates, designer clothes that I'm going to wear on stage if I mention the company's name during my event, free trips to Club Med, hotel upgrades, room upgrades. You know, people will literally go to the end of the earth for you when you learn these strategies that we teach you in Black Ops. And I'm not kidding you. We're going to teach you how to recruit new reps into any business in 6 to 45 minutes. Those strategies can actually use in any type of sales method, from selling cars to selling houses to, you know, getting new customers, doing consulting deals. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Any type of transaction where you're working with people. People is a commodity. The person is going to either be signing a contract, cutting you a check, pulling out a visa, whatever. It doesn't matter what you're marketing, guys. I don't care if you're selling cars at an automotive dealership or you need to get a listing for a house. You have to be good at people. People. If you want to get that listing, you better be good at people. You better be able to sell your vision and your dream as to how you're going to be able to sell that property for them, or you're not getting the listing. You better be able to build rapport with that person, connect with them, make them laugh, change their state, and get their belief enough so they're going to sign that contract. It's the same in anything. So what if we gave you access to a private Facebook group filled with tons more marketing strategies where you could actually have support all around the world 24/7. 24/7, and get more and more marketing secrets and marketing strategies that we share on an ongoing basis. So the question really is, you want to start popping these $1,000 commissions to fund your marketing campaign, to build your list for free, to be able to put you in a position where you can do what 7-figure income earners do. Because that's really what it's like, guys. I tell you, that sound of popcorn when it first starts with the first pop. And it's like kind of like you hear the first kernel pop, and it's like pop. And then all of a sudden, pop. And then pop. And then pop, 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 pop. And they start going like popcorn. And I'm telling you, it gets harder to sleep at night. I'll tell you, when you start having a $5,000, $8,000, $10,000 day, and you realize that there's really no limit. There's no limit. It's all about how big you can dream. It's all about what's your vision? What is your vision? What do you even really want out of life? Because once you get emotionally connected to that, and you accept it, and you surrender to it, and you know that abundance is your birthright, and there's not enough money in the world that can pay you for your worth, once you go through that process, boom, the gateway opens. And there's no limit on how much money that you can make. It's all in your mind. Your net worth will never exceed your self-worth. So you got to be working on yourself. You got to be constantly growing as a person and investing into personal development. So here's what you're going to be able to get if you're actually working with us. The Exodus Elite Genesis product library, guys, I'm telling you, in my opinion, that is the best for value in the marketplace currently to date. Bar none, 100%. There's nothing at that price point guaranteed that you'll be able to get. Now, what we do is we want to go the extra mile for you. So we want to give you 90 days of millionaire mentoring for a $10,000 value. We actually way over deliver on that. I mean, just 2 days ago, I actually did 3 hours of millionaire mentoring. That would just the other day would be $3,000 bonus. That's what people actually would pay me if they're going through that type of training, and they pay. They're right on, the numbers are right on my website, guys. So, you know, don't think that we say this just to say it. It's not like that. These are real, actual prices that we really charge people. If somebody said, Darren, I want 1 session per week for 90 days, it would be 10 grand. 1 session for 1 hour for 90 days is $10,000. That's really the truth. If they just want 1 session for an hour, it's $1,000. If they want to go full year, one session per week, right, for 1 hour, for a year, it's $40,000, guys. Those are real. That's no hyper BS or trying to, you know, give you some inflated number. That's real truth. Now, we do actual live recruiting. What would it be like if you could actually watch me interact with all of my prospects to ask specific questions, get certain answers, and take them from the front line to the finish line, from A to Z, all the way along the straight line, where you can actually watch it happening live and then ask questions. It's a phenomenon. We also, we want to help to save you a lot of wasted money. A lot of people, what they'll do is they'll spend, you know, tens of thousands of dollars on traffic that's just complete garbage, right? So we actually give you our traffic source. That alone is a $997 value. And the amount of money that it will save you, right, is into the tens of thousands. I mean, I've done campaigns before, guys, just so you know, even with all the stuff that I know when I first got started, I spent $4,000 on traffic, and it was from a supplier that was just basically loading up the leads into my autoresponder. The people weren't even seeing my video, right? And I didn't know enough at that time. So I might as well have taken that $4,000 and lit a match to it, done a video of it burning, because I would have gotten more marketing muscle out of me burning the $4,000 than I did out of me buying the traffic that time, right? But as you go through these learning curves, right? And thankfully now, I got some great business partners like Cedric and Ari that have opened up a whole new gateway to a lot of these other areas. You know, Cedric is a master motivator, right? He's a leadership factory himself, okay? But he's offering his motivation to everybody in Black Ops, right? That's why we've locked arms as business partners, because we have the same vision, the same dream, the same passion for people. We love to see other people go through that transformation. Now, this is another area that a lot of people don't realize, that it takes a ridiculous amount of time to be able to get people that you can trust, get people that are the world-class designers or copywriters, or people that can do things for you like tech people, and people that you can actually trust that aren't going to rip you off. You can trust them. What do I mean by that? You know, you might be in a situation where you have to do some tech stuff, and you got to be able to trust somebody with your login material so they can log into your back office and set everything up for you. Who are you going to trust? Who are you going to trust? We have all those people that we've worked with, that we have relationships with, that we hand over to you so that you can fast track your business. Now, Black Ops Underground, that gives you all of our campaigns, everything that we have done, everything that we have put together. The story of myself and Ari from 0 to 240,000, just Black Ops alone is a $9,000 bonus. Now, we actually, we like to over deliver, guys. I'm telling you straight up. A lot of, I got actually a message from a 7-figure income earner, and he was asking me, you know, like, what are you guys charging for that? And when I told him the price, he just about fell over. No kidding. He says, Darren, that's just ridiculously low. You know, this is him telling me. He says, I'm charging 25 grand for 3 days to take people through training on what I do. 3 days, $25,000 that people are actually paying. So that, when you add those up, it comes to 25 grand, 200.95. And what we do in addition to that is we have a 3-hour Super Saturday, which is an additional $3,000 bonus if you take action and join right now. Now, underneath this particular video, there should be a link down there if you want to be able to work with us personally, get our mentoring, just by going through somebody that's on the broadcast that has invited somebody. You're still going to get the mentoring like you have today. Okay, so don't think that, you know, if you're working with them that you're not going to get the mentoring, because there's people from all people's organizations that are on this broadcast today. So if you get started now, you're going to be able to start popping these $1,000 commissions, and we're not going to charge you $28,200.95, guys. Okay, we want to make this as easy as possible for you. So we're not going to charge you 20 grand. We're not going to charge you 15,000. We're not going to charge you 10,000, 8,000, 7,000, 6,000, 5,000, 4,000, 3,000, or even 2,000. Okay. If you get started and you take action right now, you're going to get this for only $1,203.95. And quite honestly, we could not make this easier for you to be able to make a decision to change your life. There's nothing else that we can do, guys. I want you to understand that. We can only do so much on our side as millionaire mentors, but until you decide, until you draw a line in the sand, until you say, will no longer stand for my life the way that it is any longer, and abundance is my birthright, and I'm changing my life right now. I'm throwing my head over the water. I'm changing my life. That is the only time. That is the only time that your life, as you know it, is going to change. It's the only time. Until you draw a line in the sand, until you decide that what you've been doing has not been working, and that maybe it's time to get some millionaire mentoring. Maybe it's time to partner up with guys that have been in this industry for combined almost 9 decades. Think about that. 9 decades between myself, Cedric, and Ari. 9 decades, guys. Okay, so we only got 25 spots left. I would highly, highly recommend that you throw your hat over the wall, you click that link below right now, and you take action. Okay, so you're going to be able to start popping those $1,000 commissions. And I tell you that you will never have to worry about money again for the rest of your life. Okay, and if you just got to show up, okay, don't think that you can tell us the way and that you're going to be able to, you know, completely, totally change your life. Because if you can't surrender your pride and surrender your ego, and you're going to tell us how it works, then that's called not being coachable. Okay, you've got to be coachable. You've got to listen. You've got to show up. You've got to follow the plan. You got to work the play if you want to get the results that we get. Now, what I want to do here quickly is I want to reach out here to, I want to just show you guys this because, you know, I didn't realize that he was even going to do this. Okay, I didn't even realize that he was going to do this. But not only did he do the Super Saturday today, right? But he's going to actually open this up to this. Power Prospecting is a $3,000 training where Cedric actually shares with you how he made over $17 million in our industry. And when I talk about delivering value, that's the goal of a leader. That's the goal of a leader. They will always over-deliver on what they promise that they will. And I can tell you that this training will completely change how you prospect, both online and offline, okay? Now, he did this actually as a one-time offer on last week's Super Saturday, and then he had a whole bunch of people say, I missed the training, I couldn't get there. You know, will you leave it open for me so that I can get involved too? So he had all these people sending him emails, sending him calls. So he said, Darren, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make it available to the whole team. Okay, I'm going to make it available to the whole team. And if somebody comes to the Super Saturday, I'm going to allow them to get the $147 offer. Okay, so Power Prospecting, guys, is going to be live. It's going to be interactive. That means that you can actually interact and ask Cedric questions during that evolution of that event. 3 hours live with Cedric where you can actually ask him questions. Now, it will most likely be on a Zoom panel. Google can only take about 10. So there's way past that now as far as numbers. But it will be an interactive. So you definitely want to make sure you have a camera on your laptop, or, you know, preferably a laptop. You could actually dial into it on a phone, but it's much better because the screen size when he's sharing his screen will be super tiny on a phone. So you really want to be on a laptop. Now, not only is he going to give you the Power Prospecting, not only is he going to give you $3,000 worth of his time, but he's also going to give you a signed copy of an Amazon best-selling book called The Millionaire's Guide. Now, I just want to read this to you guys because, you know, I believe that you know, our path in life is to be a humble servant leader. And, you know, Cedric really has you know, moved into his true core source of faith, family, and prosperity. And that's why things are really growing at the exponential rate they are right now, guys. I want you to understand that. But as a respected author, Cedric details his personal and financial struggles following the country's major economic downfall after 9/11 in his book, The Multi-Level Millionaire, The Cedric Penn Story. The book is also considered a must-have for people longing to achieve the same millionaire status that Cedric has learned through the principles of faith, family, and prosperity. Cedric Penn has overcome personal adversities, economic hardships, a tragic motorcycle accident to become a highly successful entrepreneur who was sought worldwide for his team building, character building, and business building expertise. A shining example of success through hard work, Cedric has always fought for the life that he wanted to live, to help others in their fight as well. "We're rolling" isn't just a catchphrase. It's a powerful description of moving forward, seeking success, recognizing life achievements, and inspiring others to reach their full potential and truly enjoy happy and fulfilling lives with joy, faith, and abundance. In this book, he talks about 10 mistakes he sees his clients make every day. The Millionaire's Guide will save you time, money, and energy on your journey. Avoid the mistakes outlined in this book, and you'll be a step ahead of others. So these are really what the book's going to help you focus on. It's going to help you to develop the millionaire mindset, help you to create an actual real qualified list, how to properly launch your business online and offline, how to sponsor on demand, how to properly create the right foundation tools and teach your team how to use them, how to use technology to build culture, how to create a duplication nation, how to properly overcome objections, how to relaunch your business. You can do that multiple times, guys. That's what people don't know. They think on day one, just because they launched, that they can't have another launch and another launch and another launch, right? With a different spin, a different theme, a different action strategy, a different bonus offer, right? How to develop new leaders, how to expand your business internationally. And he's actually going to give you a signed copy with that, right? The book right here, Millionaire's Guide, a signed copy with the Power Prospecting. And it's only $147, guys. Okay, now he can't leave this up forever. I want you guys to just, know that he's doing this as a favor. He's doing this to try to help everybody. So this is not something that we're just going to leave up for eternity, right? So he's offering this here to this group. I would highly recommend that you throw your hat over the wall and that you grab that for $147 because it's phenomenal content. Anytime that you can hang out with a multimillionaire for 3 straight hours, and we always will over-deliver. That's one thing that I will guarantee you, is that anytime that you show up on any type of broadcast with myself, with Cedric, with Ari, we will always over-deliver on content, and you will always leave with some sort of mindset shift. You might hear something differently another time. You might go through, you might have one little tiny golden nugget that opens up the gateway, and that's your breakthrough. The day that you don't show up is the day you could have had your breakthrough. The day that you're not here is the day that could have happened. That's what you got to understand. So we will always deliver for you in the best content that we can and over-deliver on the value that you get from showing up. So back over to you, Cedric.
Thanks so much. Appreciate that. Excited about where we're heading as an organization and the team and the community. And I just want to thank everybody for their time and attention. The Power Prospecting event will be an incredible event. I have an opportunity to really dig in and show you exactly how I was able to put 118 people in my last business in 6 months and go to the top of that company and create massive duplication. So I'm excited. Go to the link, grab it. Black Ops is on the move. We have a program that is time-tested and proven. We have a model that works. All you got to do is get in and drive the car and take you where you want to go from prosperity's standpoint. So thanks so much, everybody. We'll talk soon. I look forward to hearing your success stories. Thanks so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Just remember, more faith, more family, and more prosperity is the key to our success. Take care, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.
Enjoy the rest of your day.